Turn up the heat this summer. Get propane delivery straight to your door with Cinch. CYNCH. It's easy and convenient to order, and Cinch brings the tanks to your home on your schedule. Just go to cinch.com. That's CYNCH.com. Select your delivery date and drop-off location, and Cinch handles the rest. Now, new customers can get their first propane tank exchange for just $10 when they use promo code TANK10 at checkout. Cinch. Propane grill tank home delivery. Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. Visit CYNCH.com/offer for details.
Minute Maid slushies are back at McDonald's. And if you'd like to thank me for that information, I'll gladly take a slushie. It's more than a drink. It's a McDonald's drink.
Right now, treat yourself to a small Minute Maid slushie, like the new strawberry watermelon flavor for $1.59. Or try small McCafe frappes and smoothies for just $2. Price and participation may vary. Limited time only. Minute Maid is a trademark of the Coca-Cola Company.
Now you're listening to wrestling news that matters, from people you want to hear it from, deep from within the confines of the internet. Covering WWE like no one else, and covering TNA because no one else will. You are listening to the best in the world, Ring Rust Radio!
Brad Maddox. I got 141 and 2/3 chance of winning.
Episode of Ring Rust Radio, the best goddamn wrestling radio show on Spreaker, on the internet, in the whole goddamn universe, folks. Yeah, I was playing piano that whole time if you couldn't see. I'm your host.
Or hear it, apparently.
No. It was on my desk. Dun, 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 dun.
Legit one of your worst intros.
I'm your host of the most, Donald Wood, looking fine and feeling fine. I don't know if you guys can see me, but I'm wearing a tank top right now, and I'm squeezing it together so it's in between my titties, and I'm squeezing them together for you. Mike Chiari and Brandon Galvin, they're squeezed for you.
Thanks, man. I'm also wearing a tank top.
Yeah, dude.
It's fucking hot out here.
Yo, happy Thanksgiving, dude.
I'm wearing a t-shirt. It's 68 degrees in here thanks to my great AC unit.
Honestly, I just wear tank tops now just because my nipples like to be free. We have a schedule, Brandon Galvin?
I think you should expound upon that.
I don't think there's much to expound upon. My nipples.
They spill out the sides. We all know. We've seen it.
I literally take selfies of my side titties and send them to you in the night.
Horrible.
Okay, well, the people need to know that. Mm-hmm. On tonight's show.
This is about wrestling again, by the way.
We're going to review Raw and SmackDown.
Hold on. It is about wrestling. I have side titties similar to Abdullah the Butcher.
That's true.
Damn, bro. Do some fucking push-ups.
I love push-ups.
Abdullah the Butcher had an actual medical condition, though, so he had a reason.
Side tittyitis.
Yeah.
It's like you waited your whole life for that moment.
Nah, that came up.
You had that ready to go.
That's impromptu, brother. I fucking.
You had that ready to go.
I'm a freestyle. I'm like Jay-Z, but talented.
That's dumb. We need to move on.
So, we're going to review Raw and SmackDown. We have Dirt Sheet Busters, where Mike Carr brings us all the lies and rumors going around pro wrestling, and there were a lot. There's been a lot of stuff lately. We have Wednesday Wrestling Minutes, that's where we talk AEW, NXT, New Japan Pro Wrestling, sometimes Ring of Honor, Impact Wrestling, all the indies. We have a Ring Rust Retro. Do we?
Maybe.
Okay. We have the Season 28 WWE Fantasy Standings updates, fan emails, and so much more.
Mike.
Damn. Do you enjoy talking about men's side titty? Mm-hmm. Go to iTunes, goes 5 stars.
Of course I do.
Go to the Facebook page.
Yeah.
If you don't, we'll release you.
That's the best part. We start our own Twitter account instead of like being horrible misogynistic people, like we're like rate this girl's ass or like WWE porn, all that stuff. We just rate male wrestlers' side titty.
Mm-hmm. I think that's still kind of monstrous in its own way, though.
Yeah, I don't think you should do that. That's a bad move.
So you can't just. What kind of world we live in where I can't? I can't. What kind of world we live in where I'm not allowed to rate side titty for men?
We're not going to do this. Please give us 5 stars, guys. I'm sorry. Find us on Stitcher, Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio. Googs us on Google Play. Get us anywhere you get your podcasts. Interact with us on Twitter at Ringroast Radio. Find us on Instagram at Ringroast Studios. And if you want to email us to be part of the show, send to ringroastradio@yahoo.com. Also, go to prowrestlingtees.com/ringroastradio. So many great t-shirts. There's been a lot of side titty talk, but I just want to say, cut your dick! Because that's the greatest shirt of all time, and you can buy that there. Also, I was informed by George Cruz that there is some sort of a sale going on at Pro Wrestling Tees. I didn't really bother to look further into it. I believe it's 20% off, some kind of summer sale. They just make, hey, it's summer, here's a sale. It's a made-up thing.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you to Pete. I don't know why you're, like, chastising the company. That's a great thing to do. You're like, what are they out there saving me money for? What the fuck is this?
If people buy it stuff, well, it's 20% off. Do they take 20% away from us?
No.
No, that's not how it works.
All right, so definitely buy stuff now,
Yeah.
please.
It's actually very nice by them. I don't know. I'm genuinely concerned why you attacked them.
There's going to be like 1 million new T-shirts soon, but I haven't seen any movement there. We'll see.
There's a lot of
Micro Brawlers also in the works. In the very early stages, almost like nothing's been done yet.
Mike sent an email to me.
Nice.
It just simply said, "I'm dead ass serious about those fucking fouls. I want one." All right, let's go on. WWE talk, yeah. I'm mad. I'm mad this week. I'm fucking mad. Not only, I'll start low.
Why? Because another one of your favorites got
No, we're gonna get there in 1 second. Let's start low. I watched Raw, admittedly, Tuesday morning on 2 times speed on Daily Motion, just so I can get through it.
That's not fast enough.
Hold on a minute.
Never is.
My morning.
If you don't go at least 3 times speed, the bus blows up.
Dude, my bus blew up. Raw sucked ass. I couldn't believe that it still took that fucking long to get through it. There was 3 good segments on the whole show. There's 3
live, bro.
good segments. Main event, Nikki Ash. The stuff with Matt Riddle.
Okay. The match was good, but just was dumb to happen.
For sure. But the match was really good.
Yeah.
I actually thought that may have been Nikki Cross's best performance on the main roster. In any form or fashion.
Probably. She's hardly been given any matches.
I know. But it just seems so long ago that sanity was a thing. You know what I mean? Like, the last cool thing she did that I can remember was her interacting with Ciampa. You know what I mean? Like, went back in and
that was good. But her and Asuka in that.
Yes, that's very good too. But this was awesome. This was actually a really, really good match. And I don't know. I have no faith in this character moving forward because of WWE's booking. But for now, I like her. And I like it, so I'm fine with it. The Matt Riddle stuff, I really like what Matt Riddle's doing. And Goldberg. The whole Goldberg and his son, I like that.
That was not good.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Stop it.
Him and his son, and I like all that. Yeah. I mean,
His
it was awesome.
His father.
No, he didn't.
PG, you know that no matter what, he's always going to lie and say that whatever Goldberg did was amazing.
Because if anything, the other good thing was the stuff with Damian Priest and The Miz.
No, and that was absolute garbage too.
Oh, it wasn't.
That was absolute garbage.
Museum of Moistness?
Yeah, it's garbage. The only reason he says that too, by the way, which makes me LOL, is because Frankie Monet hates it. And that all started because Frankie Monet hates her when he says the word moist, and so he just fucking
no one likes that word.
It in. I love the word moist.
He's made me like it.
I've always liked it because anytime it says that word moist, it's either cake or coochie, and I'm here for both, baby.
Wow.
Double C's.
You have no experience with the latter.
Never had cake. Guys, listen, here's the deal.
That's the former.
I don't understand terminology. Thank you so much. Goldberg and his son aside, it was a shit week in WWE. And I was saying,
Ran out of propane? No need to drive to the store when you can get propane delivery straight to your door with Cinch. CYNCH. Cinch brings the tanks to you. It's easy and convenient propane home delivery. Here's how it works. Go to cinch.com. That's CYNCH.com. Enter your zip code, select your delivery date, and drop-off location. It's really that easy. Just set your used tank out for pickup the night before your delivery, and Cinch handles the rest. There's no ongoing commitment when you try Cinch. and they accept any and all tank brands for exchange. Not a Cinch customer yet? What are you waiting for? New customers can get their first propane tank exchange for just $10 with promo code TANK10 at checkout. That's CYNCH.com, promo code TANK10. Turn up the heat this summer with Cinch. Ridiculously easy propane grill tank home delivery. Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. Visit CYNCH.com/offer for details.
In a rapidly changing world, people wonder more and more about where their food comes from and how it was grown. The farmers who grow America's corn understand how important this is and want to share the stories from our farms of how we are working to grow an incredible crop that can be an answer to sustainability questions and is grown by men and women who value the air, water, soil, and our natural resources just like you. To find out more about how corn farmers are working to feed and fuel a vibrant economy and healthy planet, visit ncga.com. NCGA, a commitment to the future.
The rich and powerful want us to think the economy is a line on a stock market ticker. That's wrong. The economy is powered by us. It's what we create, what we buy, what we need. President Biden has proposed bold public investments in jobs and families, but more is needed. We need housing, healthcare, caregiving, action on the climate crisis, and millions of good-paying jobs. This is our moment to finally unlock prosperity for all of us. For more information, go to prosperus.org. That's prosperus.org.
This. WWE
I hope Goldberg's son starts wrestling like Dominic Mysterio, and then me and BG will just shit on him like you do with Dominic.
Dom Cena over here. Seriously though.
Will Goldberg.
Bray Wyatt got released. Ric Flair got released. Fine. I can't believe they released Ric Flair.
That young upstart.
Didn't even know he was still employed. And also Adam Cole. Adam Cole may be gone too. Dude, we have to talk. There's a lot of John Cena signed a contract that I'm not sure he was allowed to sign. We gotta talk about some shit.
That was insane.
We gotta talk about some shit, but we gotta talk about first.
I think that was Adam Cole's contract.
Patreon.
I'm gonna start looking for just contracts out in the world that are significant and just put my name on them.
Dude, I'm gonna wait. No. It's very easy. I'm gonna stand outside the loan office where fucking someone's like, oh, I'm going to get all this money free of charge from the government. I'm just going to be like, cool. What's that on the ground? Shove them off the thing. Be like, dude, $10,000. Thank you so much.
I'm also not even going to, actually sign it. I'm just going to, in big block letters, write my last name.
That was absolutely insane. The whole thing was...
He's never had to sign anything in his life.
It's like SmackDown's first miss in, a year and a half.
Dude, well, we're going to get to it. Guys, Patreon, there's so much. Patreon.com/ringrustradio. For the love of God, help us out. Brown box raffle. Where's this thing? Where is it?
It's the Brown. In the box, who the fuck knows?
There it is. Thank you for leaning in, Mike. It ends when it fucking ends. You want a box or not?
I want to know when it ends.
That's my response. You want a box or not?
Should people have to know by what date?
How is the Mike? Real quick, Mike. I have a quick question. I'm giving this shit away. How's the onus on me to fucking owe you a time for when it's done?
Because you're running it.
Yeah, but I'm not. I never said I would tell you when it's over. I'm giving away a box. I'm going to announce the shit.
If the NFL started the season, they're like, yeah, we're not really too sure when the season's going to end. It's up to you to figure it out.
No, if the league knew when the season ended, I know when I told you 10 weeks from now the season's going to end.
You said it yesterday or last week.
No, I guess it's 9 now. BJ, between 2 and 10, pick something.
Number 2.
Oh, how about a Marty Skrull micro brawler? It's a collector's item.
To my knowledge, the micro brawler itself is not alleged to have engaged in any sexual misconduct.
Well, yes. No, the micro brawler, he knew she was over 18. This one knew she was over 18. Oh, no, this was England. She was over 16. But that's in there. So there you go. Marty Skrull, micro brawler, getting it out of the way early. Good job, PJ.
Shouldn't you have, said, you should have slid that in, in the middle, maybe?
Yeah, I didn't pick it. PJ did. Ad-free episodes. Ad-free episodes. You hate the ad right here? It's Marty Skrull's comeback campaign ad.
I'll say this: the Marty Skrull Booger Brawl is probably worth at least like $20, so you can just sell it.
Yes, it is.
If you don't want to support a potential monster, you could just sell it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to comment on anything. Cutting room floor, though. Speaking of Lars Sullivan,
it is worth between $20 and $45.
Oh,
depending
really?
on which one. Oh, maybe $50. What does it look like, Donnie?
He's got a mask on. Yep.
He has the mask on?
Yep. Then he's got a cane.
That's not worth as much.
I'll look up what it's worth.
Thank you. On today's cutting room floor, we discussed at length Lars Sullivan's for his run.
We discussed at length his length.
His length. Anyway, and we talked about his porn run because last week I suggested I've never seen his porn.
His porn run.
His porn run, yes. His pornography career.
He went up to New York.
He did. He went to New York, to L.A., downtown, baby. I saw the video. Brian Balfour. I'm going to blow him up again. Brian Balfour sent it to me. I appreciated it. Thank you so much. Hat tip. And I didn't see the whole thing. Only got 17 to 18 minutes out of the way. So go hear our in-depth conversation about it. We're very mature.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the Marty
If it's
Skrull
about
Booger
this
Brawler.
fucking thing, I don't know what it looks like. It's in a box. I don't know.
Is he in his mask or no?
He's in a mask, yes.
Okay. Well,
See?
two sold recently. One went for $45 and one went for $17, so that's quite a range.
Two $17 got took, and that's fine.
Is it in the package?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, so.
Oh, that's good.
I keep everything in the package. I'm a fucking dork like Mike Chiari.
I don't keep everything in the package.
Oh, he's the worst. Match commentary and retro, guys. You want us to watch an old pay-per-view, an old match, or a movie related to wrestling, or having someone in it who is related to wrestling? We'll watch it. We'll do it. We'll do damn near almost anything. What did we just do? CM Punk vs. The Rock? Rumble 2013?
Yeah, that was good.
That was a good one. PJ, how's stuff going over on the Facebook page, huh?
Some drama.
A bit of drama. I heard someone was literally kicked off the fucking page for inappropriate comments by Facebook themselves.
Yeah, well, there's this whole policy thing, so I think they're gonna look.
Wait, hold on, whoa, backed up. They have this whole policy thing.
Yeah, against bullying.
Yeah, okay. Now start over again.
I mean, listen, you start trash talking and shit like that. We do it all day.
Yeah.
But
we're
Facebook
professionals, though.
Exactly. That's the whole thing. You go to the forum. Have good fun, but leave the name calling to us on the podcast because we know each other. We have that. It's part of the gimmick. It's part of the show. So,
and I legitimately hate Donald Woods.
Yeah, things going really well on the Facebook page. There's almost 250 people on there.
That's not a lot. That's not a lot of people. That's fine. The truth is, and I'll say this because I had Leon message me as well, and I wrote something.
I have a message from you here. It was posted.
Yeah, because Leon messaged me saying something, so I said post that shit up there, and I was going to say something similar now.
Dislike it.
You wish you could like it?
I wish I could dislike it.
Oh wow, that's very mean.
I didn't contribute anything to the drama.
Why is it that you can't spell the word fucking?
It doesn't let me on my phone.
Why is there a G in front of the end?
No, it's not a G. It's X. It's always the
X.
X. Because it just...
that too.
My phone will not correct to it. It just refuses to help me. It's like, I'm not helping you curse. Here's the deal. Let's be very honest with ourselves. And I think that's very important when assessing a situation is honesty with yourself. Okay? Every person listening to this has you're a fucking loser probably who likes wrestling like us. You probably have mental issues that you're working through. Medicine, something like that. It's the truth. It's true. Because I'm literally.
This is a bad PDA.
No. Because we're all stop.
PDA.
And we're liking PSA.
Maybe there's more PDA on the Facebook page.
So the truth is, guys, listen. We're all losers together. And we like something that alienates us from everyone else in wrestling. So how about
some
this?
Some people choose to alienate themselves even further on purpose to be a dickhead.
Well, here's what I'm saying. And this is what I'm saying to you here. We are all together for a reason. I want to argue. That's part of the fun. Let's argue about wrestling. Let's talk about wrestling. Let's get into it. But remember, this is a safe space, and we should all feel fucking comfortable here to say what we want to say and not be judged too harshly. It's just wrestling, you fucking unbearable dorks, okay? That's why I'm yelling. I have a wrestling podcast. I'm like the king of dorks, okay? But be nice, man. I'm yelling at Mike here and Brandon Galvin, but at the end of the day, we hug, we kiss, we love, we share.
No, we don't.
Well, I kiss the picture. I kiss the picture of the three of you.
You're in Orlando.
Like Wolverine? Like that meme with
Yes,
Wolverine?
yes, but it's that I actually have genuinely in my office a picture of the two of you and George Cruz from the time we had that giant meetup in Orlando. Very fun.
Is it when we look old?
I look great. You
Remember
look
that
like,
one?
You look like
That was no, because remember that whole thing that was going around for a
Okay,
week?
this is absolutely stupid. I cannot handle you.
But yeah, the Facebook page, otherwise going real good. I think people should head over there. It's very fun. There's a lot of new. Is there anything?
You're honestly like the Philadelphia police commissioner when murder rates reach like all-time highs and shit.
Ran out of propane? No need to drive to the store when you can get propane delivery straight to your door with Cinch. CYNCH. Cinch brings the tanks to you. It's easy and convenient propane home delivery. Here's how it works. Go to cinch.com, that's CYNCH.com. Enter your zip code, select your delivery date, and drop-off location. It's really that easy. Just set your used tank out for pickup the night before your delivery, and Cinch handles the rest. There's no ongoing commitment when you try Cinch, and they accept any and all tank brands for exchange. Not a Cinch customer yet? What are you waiting for? New customers can get their first propane tank exchange for just $10 with promo code TANK10 at checkout. That's CYNCH.com, promo code TANK10. Turn up the heat this summer with Cinch. Ridiculously easy propane grill tank home delivery. Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. Visit CYNCH.com/offer for details.
Do you wonder where your food comes from? More and more people do. America's corn farmers work hard every day to grow a crop that you can be proud to serve your family. And they're doing it with an eye toward sustainability, caring for water, air, soil, and resources that fuel healthy families and more sustainable products. Take a look to find out how farmers in rural America work to make life better for all of us, from cities to their rural communities. Learn more at ncga.com. NCGA, a commitment to the future.
The rich and powerful want us to think the economy is a line on a stock market ticker. That's wrong. The economy is powered by us. It's what we create, what we buy, what we need. President Biden has proposed bold public investments in jobs and families, but more is needed. We need housing, healthcare, caregiving, action on the climate crisis, and millions of good-paying jobs. This is our moment to finally unlock prosperity for all of us. For more information, go to prosperus.org. That's prosperus.org.
And he's like, the park in Center City is absolutely gorgeous. Yes, 65 murders last night on one block. Like, yes, that did happen. But
Other than that,
the park looks gorgeous.
Yeah, go the other way, and you'll be fine.
Okay, guys, listen. Speaking of shit we need, I am back to working on the car. I need car parts desperately. Okay.
You claim that you never stop working on the car.
Well, in the heat of the summer, I haven't been working on it as much. I just tinker as much as I can. I take parts off, work on them in the garage, put them back on, stuff like that.
Stop taking shit off the car.
I'll say this: I went to start it and it did not start up. So now I'm back to square one because I don't know what I'm going to do here. But guys, to get through this, I need booze, I need weed, cutting back on the weed pen, so you can just send money for green. But I need it more than ever. I'm like Goodwill. I'm like a human Goodwill. Feel free to donate to me. I'll write you up a receipt. Won't mean shit, but I'll write it up for you. But yes, right now. And BJ, how you doing on Skyrim? What level are you on?
Never played.
You're a liar. Mike Chiari, how's the Action Doll House?
Great, bringing in 6 figures a month.
You bring in six figures a month with your fucking Action Doll sales?
Have you seen that meme?
No.
Oh.
Okay, I hate you so much.
It's like this girl, and she's like whispering to another girl, he brings in 6 figures a month, and she's like, oh wow, and it's just like, it's a picture of 6 action figures.
Did you hear the little tiny laugh? You didn't even fucking deserve that. Let's go on.
I don't think you understand it.
Oh, we got an upcoming
6
schedule.
6 figures isn't like $100,000, but it's actually action figures.
I understood it, and it still wasn't funny, dude.
Do you guys that Mike has a 6-pack?
Oh my god. He doesn't, yeah, a 6-pack of beer. BJ, schedule?
What? We already did this, buddy.
You did the schedule already? Were you talking about what's coming up on the
For
show?
our show?
Yeah.
No, not that schedule.
Oh
we have a lot coming up, actually. But first, you go to patreon.com/ringroostradio to hear the ad-free podcast and ad-free and early access for our retro reviews, such as 3-Headed Shark Attack, Penance Lane, and, as Donnie said earlier, our match commentary for The Rock versus CM Punk from the 2013 Royal Rumble. Donnie acts like a fucking bitch the whole time.
I'm sorry, I keep it real.
You don't keep it real.
I keep it too real
You
sometimes.
keep it fake.
I feel like this opening's taking so long because we're trying to avoid talking about Raw.
I'm seriously
don't forget-
mad. I'm so mad at how long this is taking. I'm about to start fucking texting guys, hurry the fuck up.
It's not as long as Raw.
Don't forget that you can listen to the Ring Rust Radio Field Day right now, early access and ad-free Field Day between Mike Chiari and Donald Wood, and sign up for this month's brackets challenge taking place Tuesday.
Jesus Christ.
Taking place Tuesday, August 31st. We're going to decide the best alcohol ever, and finally sign up for our Fantasy Football League. The draft is taking place Thursday, September 2nd at 9 p.m. Eastern. We do it on Yahoo, and then we come on the Skype, we record everyone talking shit and trash talking each other, and Donnie being drunk with a cowboy hat.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
we post it on Patreon.
Yeah, so here's the deal. I want to just mention this real quick before we get into WWE talk. Fantasy Football League is an amazing time. This year we're doing winner take all cash prize. So everybody, you donate the cash, you get in the league, and you got to win. That's just the bottom line. And I'm very excited about that because it creates kind of a ruthless approach. Talk about a lot of shit talking. It's a lot of fun. Very heated competition. And the spots are filling up fast. So please, if you want to get into this now, ringrustradio@yahoo.com. You got to reach out to me, and then you got to change your tier on Patreon or sign up on Patreon, and we got to get you in as soon as possible because it's going to fill up. The draft isn't until September, but we opened it up this week, so now it's filling up pretty quick. So this is your chance. I'm going to give one last warning probably next week before we run out of spots. So please, please, please sign up now for fantasy football and get in. ringrustradio@yahoo.com. Are there people yelling outside of your house?
No, that was like a motorcycle.
I can't even handle you. Jesus Christ. Let's go on.
Wait, why are we going on?
We're
in the middle of a segment.
Oh, yeah.
Let's
Okay,
talk
so
about
let's talk about wrestling. I legitimately just totally fucking forgot where I was for a second. But that's okay. That's totally okay.
You should leave.
BJ, look at me. I would love to.
I don't want to.
I got
Do
my
it.
second shot.
I got my
second
I'll
COVID
text
shot,
you
so
when we're
I'm
done.
a little groggy still. So let me just give me a fucking pass, okay?
Do it. Come back for AEW.
Can I tell you I'm really mad because Bray Wyatt is released. And listen, I know there could be a situation where he's having issues and he wants out. I don't know. I don't know any of the backstage stuff. All I know is that after WrestleMania, he went away. And I know that there is a contingent of fans who did not like what The Fiend was doing.
They're called Meltzer marks.
And let me tell you something. Well, there's people within WWE who didn't like it either. A lot of people just don't like the supernatural kind of thing. And I understand. I get it. Y'all were fucking slobbering all over fucking Undertaker for fucking 3 decades. But whatever. I'm going to pretend that didn't happen. Here's the deal. The fucking Fiend was great. And I love Bray Wyatt. I've loved Bray Wyatt since the fucking day he walked in the door. I love what he did. And over the course of his career, 12 years with WWE, and then, 8 years as this Bray Wyatt form of character, I have loved most of the things that he's done. He has been mistreated many of the time, from John Cena fucking burying him right off the bat. His first time out, essentially, fucking with this big match, to moving forward. He has been a highlight. And I thought the stuff with The Fiend was his best work of his career. I thought it was different and unique and fun. And the John Cena at WrestleMania with the COVID thing was one of the coolest things I've ever seen in wrestling. And it makes me sad to think that he's not... Because, listen, he can go anywhere else, and he will be somebody else. He will no longer be Bray Wyatt. He will no longer be The Fiend. So to me, he's going to be great, and he's going to reinvent himself, and it's going to be awesome. But it's sad for me to think that this guy, The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, is gone, because I feel like this is a good example of WWE taking something that was like, this is money. This is your money. This is money to be spent. It's easy. You don't really have to do anything. How do you not just let it flourish more and continue to build it? We say this all the time, where it feels like WWE has these cash cows and they choose to just fuck it up, man, and fuck it up left and right. I don't know what happened here. I don't know if there was talk about his mental health was an issue, so he walked away for a while. But I don't understand how this could not have come to a different ending. Like, listen, take the time you need. When you come back creatively, we'll all get on the same page. We'll figure this out. You're too good to just let you go. But that's what happened. So I don't know anything that happened behind the scenes. I just know as a wrestling fan, I'm very sad that the chapter of The Fiend is over. Mike?
Hey, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Roman Reigns won.
Well, I think that that's not true, but I definitely think that competition is now sad as fuck because that competition lasted as long as the show, and now it's over.
Mm-hmm.
That's sad. That's sad.
But I'm just kidding. Not really kidding because he actually did win. But I take no joy in this, and I never would have taken joy in somebody losing their job. Like even Braun Strowman, who I think is fucking terrible. I wasn't excited when he lost his job. But Bray Wyatt is, it's a different story because I was not a Bray Wyatt fan at all for a very long time, and you know this, and neither was BG. And I think that, for the most part, the early part of his WWE run wasn't that great. But once he made that change and he introduced the Fiend character and coupled it with the Firefly Funhouse character, my opinion of him changed because I thought that was such a creative and interesting character and such a unique dynamic that we've never really seen in wrestling before. And I was always, locked in and excited to see what was going to happen when it was either that version of Bray or the Fiend or whatever. Like, I got to see the Fiend's first ever match live at SummerSlam in Toronto. I was there for that.
Did you know, Mike?
The rich and powerful want us to think the economy is a line on a stock market ticker. That's wrong. The economy is powered by us. It's what we create, what we buy, what we need. President Biden has proposed bold public investments in jobs and families, but more is needed. We need housing, healthcare, caregiving, action on the climate crisis, and millions of good-paying jobs. This is our moment to finally unlock prosperity for all of us. For more information, go to prosperus.org. That's prosperus.org.
Have you been to Express lately? People can't get enough of their clothes. They're like instant confidence boosters. The jeans come in a temp control fabric that keeps you comfortable no matter the weather. And the t-shirts, hands down, they'll feel like they're made of the softest fabric you've ever worn. And get this, the suits have stretch and look sharp. Like, what? How do they do that? Everyone's raving about the newest looks from Express. Just check out the 5-star reviews. See for yourself and shop the latest at express.com and in stores. Have you been to Express lately? People can't get enough of their clothes. They're like instant confidence boosters. The jeans come in a temp control fabric that keeps you comfortable no matter the weather. And the t-shirts, hands down, they'll feel like they're made of the softest fabric you've ever worn. And get this, the suits have stretch and look sharp. Like, what? How do they do that? Everyone's raving about the newest looks from Express. Just check out the 5-star reviews. See for yourself and shop the latest at express.com and in stores.
Real quick, hate to interrupt. Did you know you saw Dusty Rhodes' last bionic elbow?
I believe that's probably true, yeah.
It is. It really is. That fucking Cody confirmed it, and John Moxley said, yeah, he's like, I took it. So Dusty hit Dean Ambrose with a bionic elbow in Buffalo during that show.
Battleground.
And that was he died shortly after.
I didn't see Big Show, but at least I saw that.
Yeah, so you got that. There you go, Buffalo.
But yeah, I got to see the Fiend's first match and first entrance, and it was just incredible, to be a part of that and to feel that. And like, once you see that, it's like, how could you not be invested and want to see this succeed? And in a lot of respects, it did succeed, but in others, it didn't. And whether that's WWE Creative not taking his ideas and applying them the way they should have been applied, or maybe it was his ideas not being what they should have been. Like, I don't know the backstage inner workings or whatever, but I definitely feel like there was a lot left on the table with The Fiend, especially like coming off of WrestleMania. Like, the way that match went down was so weird, and the finish, but then he comes back on the next night on Raw and is teasing big things, and we never get to see what that is. And like you said, like, I really don't know why this happened. There's all kinds of rumors, all kinds of, speculation that's out there. There was talk that he was having mental health issues, like coming off Brody Lee dying, and, we don't know how that impacted things. And then there was reports of him, clashing backstage with Vince and with creative and, not being receptive to ideas and that type of thing. And, like, I don't know what's fact. I don't know what's fiction. I just know that it sucks that, we didn't really get to see this whole thing through. And, maybe it's possible that he comes back and before he even goes anywhere else. I don't know. Like, that's what I thought would happen with Braun Strowman. He still hasn't signed anywhere else. I could see him coming back and not going anywhere else. I could see the same thing happening with Bray Wyatt potentially. But AEW signs anybody who ever wrestled in WWE ever, so he could go there too. I really don't know. But I will say this, like, what he ended up doing in his career and these characters that he created, he won me over in that respect. I never thought he was a great, like, in-ring worker or anything like that, but what he was able to create, that creative mind that he had, I became a fan of him. I became a fan of the Fiend character, so I think that's the best thing I can say about him is I went from despising him as a wrestler to appreciating him over the course of time, and I could admit that fact, so it sucks that he's gone.
BJ?
This shit continues to piss me the fuck off. It is absolutely absurd what they're doing this year. I understand there's going to be releases, but the releases that keep happening make absolutely no sense. And this is maybe the worst of them all. Because, like Mike, I was not a fan of Bray Wyatt when he came into the main roster. I respected the fact that he was extremely charismatic, but thought a lot of the promos, they didn't sway me in any one way. But I didn't care for the matches at the time. But then, a year and a half ago, this Fiend character, the Firefly Funhouse, fantastic work. I was glued every single time it was on television. I enjoyed the matches, always enjoyed the segments. His feud with Randy Orton was phenomenal. I wanted to see more of this.
Worst gimmick of the year.
No, fuck that.
That's what Dave and the boys.
Yeah,
I can't wait till.
It's one of the best gimmicks of all time.
But wait, they'll go to AEW and then it'll be the best gimmick.
I was about to say.
Because
I'll be the first person standing in the A. I'll go buy fucking front row tickets and fucking when the night crawler fucking shows up with his new mask and shit, and he's like this cool gimmick and shit. Everybody who's like, oh shit, I'll be like, excuse me, do you have a Wrestling Observer newsletter message board screen name? And they'll be like, actually, yes, I do. I'll be like, you're out. You're not on the fucking bandwagon. Because seriously, that pissed me off. People fucking turned on Bray Wyatt. You can say whatever you want. I thought the storytelling, just from such a basic standpoint, was so good. You just left that man out to dry and just pretend you don't like it? Fuck off.
Absolute bullshit. First off, it's for... The whole character is really for children.
It's not. That was not in a children's... I would not totally let my children see The Fiend. Come on.
No, yes you would.
It's like The Undertaker is kind of for children, too. Like, he has an aura.
And it's absolutely captivating, and he was able to make it work for children because it's going to scare them, and it's cool for people like us who appreciate that.
We're kind of like children.
And
we all like kids. Wrestling, so kind of we're all children, so fuck off.
Exactly. And just the creativity around it, the attire, the mask was so phenomenal, and I agree. I was going to say what Donnie was saying, like, WWE, you let the guy go through with this whole creative process. He clearly found something that worked because you made fucking money off of it. Now you let him go out into the wild of pro wrestling for all these companies that are like, hey, do what you want. You think Bray Wyatt's not going to link up with the guy that created the mask and is like, yo, let's make a fucking better one, and we're going to have another go at this, right? That's all that's going to happen, in my opinion, is what he should do, because it was fucking money. It was amazing, and now he's going to be able to unleash his creativity, which, at the very least, I always gave him credit, okay, because there was always the rumors that he had creative control over a lot of aspects pre-Fiend, right, when he was just the Wyatt family character. And it's a creative character. It's a great character, and he's totally charismatic. It didn't like really appeal to me what he was saying, because it felt like it was the same thing over and over again, and then the matches didn't back it up. He was losing his feuds. But when you get to the Fiend character, it was so captivating. It was some of the best work of the past decade, 20 years, however you want to go, because it was so, every single thing just really worked for me. And the big thing with that is you could tell that there was planning involved. Like the feud with Randy Orton, it's like every week there was something. They would escalate, and there's these breadcrumbs. You know, you would have like the puppets in different segments of Raw. It just worked. And I remember being so pissed off when he was screwed over last February 2020 going into WrestleMania. He loses the championship. For no reason to Goldberg did he lose that championship. And you had him go against John Cena, which created a great segment, but he was screwed over, and I didn't like that. And despite the fact that previously I didn't like Bray Wyatt, here I was, such a fan of The Fiend and this new version of Bray Wyatt, he completely had me do a 180, the same with Mike. And when you could do that as a performer, and you clearly have people just in the palm of your hand, and you're WWE, and a year later you're going to fucking release this guy, it makes absolutely no sense. I don't know I don't know what happened backstage. None of us have any clue. All we know is he's released, and that in itself makes no fucking sense.
BJ, you're a boss. right? And as someone who's been fired many of the times, right?
I've been fired too.
I've been fired. Yeah, I've literally been fired from every single job I've ever had.
We're laid off.
Laid off. Okay. Listen to me, okay? In those moments, my first thought is like, all right. This is assuming that he was let go, like, by WWE, a decision. The one report was it was a financial decision.
Right, and you know what?
And I don't know. I just don't know.
This is a money maker. There's no way that they're not bringing in more money than what he's going to be able. Like, he's definitely going to generate more money than what he's going to be getting paid. Don't give me.
Here's the thing.
Those rumors, I think those are just cheap fucking rumors because they just see that they've been releasing people. I don't buy that.
I don't think it's budget cuts, and I think here's what I think it could be though, is Nick Khan's here, and obviously we know by this point that he's making a lot of financial decisions, and he's not a wrestling guy, so I don't know that he looks at Bray Wyatt and is like, oh, look at this great creative mind, we got to keep him. I could see it being a case where, and again, this is just speculation, where it's like, okay, Bray Wyatt hasn't been on TV for X amount of time. He was off TV for like 3 months leading up to WrestleMania also. He's, not been in the picture much the past, 6 to 8 months. And here we are reporting all-time high quarterly earnings, and we have billion-dollar TV deals, and it's like, oh, you know what? He's not around, and we're still making all this money, so, we don't really need him. So let's just release him. I think that he looks at it in a bottom-line type of perspective. And I think the thing that sucks is, like, Vince seems to just be going along with it.
That's dangerous for WWE, because here's the deal. And this is what I was saying to you, BJ. When I get fired from a place, not all the time, but when I get fired from a place, one of my first fucking thoughts is, I'm going to fucking sign with your closest competition, and I'm going to work so hard to make your life a living fucking hell.
That's how you had your hellacious Burger King run for a while.
That's for real.
Get ready to cheer on Team USA. Sign up for Xfinity Internet and get a Flex 4K streaming box free and Peacock Premium included. Can your internet do that?
Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. Peacock subscription required.
Xfinity, proud partner of Team USA.
The rich and powerful want us to think the economy is a line on a stock market ticker. That's wrong. The economy is powered by us. It's what we create, what we buy, what we need. President Biden has proposed bold public investments in jobs and families, but more is needed. We need housing, healthcare, caregiving, action on the climate crisis, and millions of good-paying jobs. This is our moment to finally unlock prosperity for all of us. For more information, go to prosperus.org. That's prosperus.org. The rich and powerful want us to think the economy is a line on a stock market ticker. That's wrong. The economy is powered by us. It's what we create, what we buy, what we need. President Biden has proposed bold public investments in jobs and families, but more is needed. We need housing, healthcare, caregiving, action on the climate crisis, and millions of good-paying jobs. This is our moment to finally unlock prosperity for all of us. For more information, go to prosperus.org. That's prosperus.org.
McDonald's let me loose. I was in the Burger King, and I would stand outside and just flip the McDonald's off next door.
You were a fucking top guy at BK.
I mean, nobody at the McDonald's knew it was happening, but I was certainly mad about it still. But seriously, and I'm not sure if this is the kind of person he is or anything like that, but what WWE's worst case scenario is, you now pissed off Bray Wyatt, and he's like, I'm going to go somewhere else, and I'm going to fucking unleash my creativity, and I'm going to make you fucking regret letting me go. Now, I think Mike, you always said through all these releases, I think there's a chance that these are just like, hey, you're making $1 million, and we need you to make, $500,000, and we're going to renegotiate your deal in a different way, so we're going to release you, and in a couple months we're going to sign you back.
It happened with Samoa Joe. I could see it happening with Braun. I could see it happening with Bray.
Maybe.
Don't know
but I think WWE's worst case scenario is motivated now Bray Wyatt fucking finding a new gimmick. Like you said, BJ.
Are you saying he wasn't motivated before?
I'm sorry, but if that's what they're doing, that's absolute fucking bullshit.
Well, listen, that's part of
I don't think Nick Khan cares.
Listen, every sport does it. The Eagles just restructured Lane Johnson's deal.
There's a difference between restructuring and fucking releasing somebody, though. It's all right. Hey, let's renegotiate the deal. Let's come to common terms, common ground here. All right, listen, we feel that you're making too much money. can we make a renegotiation? Okay, no? Okay, then we have to cut you. That's totally different. And that's,
it does happen a lot too, where
and when
a guy
it comes
gets cut
out
and then signed right back too. But I don't know that is the best way to do things.
No, absolutely not.
And especially when you're stating to the public and your wrestling fans, it's not like Vince and everyone at wrestling and WWE doesn't know what the fuck is happening on Twitter and social media and everywhere when they release people, that people get up in arms. It's been happening for
They
decades.
hear the chants. They just heard fucking Bray Wyatt chants in the middle of a Goldberg segment, okay?
So
they
you
know.
know exactly what's happening. And so to just be like, all right, we're going to cut you and hopefully we can sign you back. Well, no, that's not how you do business. You try to renegotiate the deal.
And listen, WWE's made another huge fucking error. Ric Flair gone.
Well,
16-time world champion.
I can't believe they misused the 2-time Hall of Famer.
Unbelievable. But honestly, yeah, he's going to just go. I can't wait to see him in a segment where he holds up 4 fingers with Arn Anderson. Woo!
Yeah. And then woos at Sting, and then they have a match, probably.
I mean, honestly, if you give no Hulk Hogan, so I can't get the amazing rematch of one of my greatest moments of my life, Bound for Glory 2011, the Blade Fest. But let's talk real quick about something else that is kind of bopping around on the internet.
Oh, we're not talking about Ric Flair?
I just want to say about Ric Flair.
I have nothing to say
people
about
are kind of like
Flair.
up in arms about this. And it's
very
like
stupid.
he
asked her
put out a statement, listen, he didn't see the vision creatively for moving forward. It's like, Ric Flair's 72 years old. Like, let him go do what the fuck he wants. So if WWE
There's not
is like,
a lot
listen,
of moving forward
exactly.
to be done.
Exactly. So if like WWE's like, you know what, Rick, you want to go AEW go do your thing.
Yeah.
Like,
and let's be honest. Like, we all love Ric Flair, but
it hasn't been
really wasn't good the times that he's been on television.
Let me tell you something. When he takes over for Chavo, when Andrade finally settles on Ric Flair,
Andrade's gonna have 37 managers.
No, he keeps firing them. He's gonna fire them all. He's gonna line them up and he's gonna super kick them all, and then boom, Ric Flair comes out.
To do super kicks, to my knowledge.
Well, you can pull one out. Pull one out. It's AEW, dude.
True.
Speaking of pulling out a super kick in AEW, Adam Cole, guys.
Nice.
Hello.
That was a good one.
Hello. Adam Cole may or may not have a contract. That's fun. Because here's the deal. There's a rumor out there that
nobody seems to know anything about this.
Nobody knows anything about anything in wrestling journalism, and welcome to wrestling journalism. But there's like Mike, you say yourself, when there's enough smoke, there's probably a fire. Most times. So if it's true that there's a chance, first off, if there's even a chance that Adam Cole's could not resign there, WWE failed tremendously. And I'm going to say it on the record. I say it to you off the record because I didn't want it out there because I don't want to heap praise on that big nose fuckface. But I'm going to say this. WWE's problem is Vince McMahon's inability to translate NXT superstars to the main roster. And it's not his inability. I think it's a flat-out refusal to accept that what's happening in NXT is best for business. WWE is better off if Triple H was running the show. I hate to fucking even hear those words come out of this fucking mouth, but it's fucking true, man. Because we watch it with Karrion Kross, another loss, right? We watch it with Keith Lee, who won, but still somehow they're just mired in the same fucking slosh of poop. That nobody who comes up from NXT, I'm not gonna say nobody, barely anyone who comes up from NXT is a success. The success is not translated from one brand to the other, mostly because the storylines, the characters, the nuances are also not translated to the main roster. And just they change their names and their entrances and their gear, and it's just dumb. It all looks like shit, and it fucking sucks. That right there, that issue that we all know, we all see it every time, right? That issue is going to start causing ripple effects because a guy like Adam Cole, maybe the reason, if this is true, he's not going to resign is because he fucking fears the main roster like Johnny Gargano does. Mm-hmm. So this to me feels like a bigger problem in the works because a guy like Adam Cole, that's money. You see Shawn Michaels, Mike, BJ, on the show, we spoke to Adam Cole several times. We've pretty much said, like, guaranteed top star, future world champion. This is as money a bet. This is as blue chip a prospect as you can get. And we've been talking about it for a fucking decade. And the dude's proved it in NXT, right? Proved it in Ring of Honor. Proved it everywhere he goes. Mm-hmm. And the fact that he's even like, I don't know. He's either posturing for money or he's scared of the main roster.
Well, we don't know anything. Right?
This is assuming that this report's true.
It's just a rumor. Sure, I just want to make sure it's clear. It's just a rumor because to me it's a little
and there's
strange.
all kinds of random shit out there like
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be expiring. Oh, it did expire, but he extended it to past takeover.
Yeah.
People thought it was going until January 2022. Oh, people thought it was going to 2024. So what is it?
Yeah.
We don't know.
To me, what's interesting when it comes to the contract, because this is like I feel the second time that we've been talking about an Adam Cole contract over the past 2 years.
I think that's true.
And and the reason I find it strange is because he came in August. And so if he kept signing a deal, you would think that in August is when the deal would be up, or like 6 months prior. So the rumor that his contract was expiring in July is strange to me, because he came in August. Like you wouldn't do like an 11-month contract. It's just weird.
Unless I guess he maybe signed the deal in July. I don't know.
Again, those are minutia details we don't have.
Sure,
I can't worry about that kind of stuff.
But yeah, the thing about listen, we come on here all the time about, hey, NXT, and let's make it clear though, Adam Cole has been the face of NXT, which is a pillar of WWE. It's a show that's on television.
What did you say, Mike?
For 2 hours.
Real quick, Mike.
They need stars on the show.
What did you say, Mike, about Vince's perception of NXT?
Oh, right. I was going to get to that as well.
Well, yeah, but because we were talking about it earlier, and why this happens when people get called up to the main roster. And the way I really think it is that, and it's always been like this for Vince, even before NXT or anything, is when he brings in somebody from somewhere else, he doesn't care about what that person did in another place. He doesn't care about what that person's character was. He brings them in and molds them into what he wants them to be, what his vision is for them in WWE. And I feel like he views NXT essentially the same as he would view TNA or view ROH or view whatever else. He doesn't view it as main roster WWE. He views it essentially as another world, another company, and whatever that person does in NXT does not matter to him whatsoever on the main roster. And that's been proven out many times, most recently with Karrion Kross, where he brings him up with not Scarlett, and then he's probably doing an angle to make Scarlett come up and be with him, all for no fucking reason, just because, that's what they want for the main roster, and they act like what happened in NXT didn't exist. I think that's essentially how they view NXT, just like any other outside company, that's NXT to them.
BJ?
Mm-hmm. I was going to say something very similar, because and I've mentioned this many times, where Triple H will go on the media tour and be like, yes. And then
ran out of propane? No need to drive to the store when you can get propane delivery straight to your door with Cinch. CYNCH. Cinch brings the tanks to you. It's easy and convenient propane home delivery. Here's how it works. Go to cinch.com, that's CYNCH.com. Enter your zip code, select your delivery date, and drop-off location. It's really that easy. Just set your used tank out for pickup the night before your delivery, and Cinch handles the rest. There's no ongoing commitment when you try Cinch, and they accept any and all tank brands for exchange. Not a Cinch customer yet? What are you waiting for? New customers can get their first propane tank exchange for just $10 with promo code TANK10 at checkout. That's CYNCH.com, promo code TANK10. Turn up the heat this summer with Cinch. Ridiculously easy propane grill tank home delivery. Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. Visit CYNCH.com/offer for details.
The rich and powerful want us to think the economy is a line on a stock market ticker. That's wrong. The economy is powered by us. It's what we create, what we buy, what we need. President Biden has proposed bold public investments in jobs and families, but more is needed. We need housing, healthcare, caregiving, action on the climate crisis, and millions of good-paying jobs. This is our moment to finally unlock prosperity for all of us. For more information, go to prosperus.org. That's prosperus.org. The rich and powerful want us to think the economy is a line on a stock market ticker. That's wrong. The economy is powered by us. It's what we create, what we buy, what we need. President Biden has proposed bold public investments in jobs and families, but more is needed. We need housing, healthcare, caregiving, action on the climate crisis, and millions of good-paying jobs. This is our moment to finally unlock prosperity for all of us. For more information, go to prosperus.org. That's prosperus.org.
NXT is this third brand, right? But then it's clear as day that Vince and the creative team does not view it that way. They view it as developmental, whereas Triple H is trying to prove to fans, we're not developmental, we're fucking awesome, which is true, But the creative team, the main roster, and Vince clearly doesn't see it that way, because if you did, even though they bring people up in similar fashions, they tweak important fucking aspects, right? Like Authors of Pain. We're going to give you no manager. Oh, then you know what? You do need the manager. We're going to give you Drake Maverick. We're not going to give you Paul Ellering, which is how you got over. We're not going to have you do shit that got you over in NXT. We're going to do something completely different. Oh, Gargano and Ciampa, you guys are champions and you fucking hate each other? Now you're a tag team. Like, shit just doesn't make any fucking sense. And it's completely different. It was okay when it was OVW 20 years ago, because only people that went to OVW knew what the fuck was happening in OVW, unless like Meltzer was reporting on it, right? Now it's completely different. You have this brand on television, and you have commercials for it the next day. So it's like I was saying a couple weeks ago, when Jeff Hardy beats your NXT champion Karrion Kross, and then the next commercial is hyping up Samoa Joe and Karrion Kross and why he's a threat, there's a fucking huge disconnect that makes no fucking sense. And so yeah, all the complaints that fans have and that potentially wrestlers have, because it's clear as fucking day what's happening when you go to the main roster. Not everyone's Bianca Belair. And yes, most of the people on the main roster have had a lot of success in NXT, and they're having success in the main roster. You can go up and down. Becky Lynch, Sasha Banks, Bianca Belair, so many of them. Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, they were there in NXT, okay? But the fact is that in the past few years, people going from NXT to the main roster, there's a huge disconnect, and it makes no fucking sense. But you always have to come back to the fact that if you're Adam Cole, if you're Gargano, if you're Ciampa, you have some weight. All right, I don't want to go to the main roster. I'm cool in NXT. Give me my money here, and I'm going to be a star on television here where you are, and you work limited dates. NXT is not going to be traveling like the main roster is, so give me my limited dates. I'll get my money, and I'll be cool being the main fucking star of this show. Because if you're Adam Cole and you go to AEW, Donnie, let's be real. They have like 100 million fucking wrestlers right now. And no one's really getting too much
Even when you add
shine.
a 1 hour show, they got 100 million fucking wrestlers.
There's just too many people there, and even if you're look, they signed Malachi Black. He's a Christian. Fucking Andrade does like nothing on the show. So like they can sign people all they want, but it's still not going to get you the shine that you really need. Adam Cole can go to the main roster or AEW and get like the same fucking push.
Well, here's the thing. I think the main difference for Adam Cole is on the main roster in WWE, he could easily just be lost in a shuffle. You know that. It's what happens. Of course. But I think in AEW he's a lot safer because he's boys with the EVPs, if we're very honest with ourselves. He was always in Mike Flynn.
Adam Cole, then look at Andrade.
I'm just saying to you. We're not talking about AEW yet. Adam Cole, wherever he goes, is going to be a valuable commodity because he's one of the fucking best. The problem is, I just don't think Vince sees him in that light. I just think there is a fucking ceiling. And there's always a chance that
there's no way to know that. AJ Styles came in and he's been a multi-time champion. He's one of their top stars.
But he has to fear that though. There's a chance. I just feel if you're talking about percentages of success and failure,
he's that good though. Like
I agree. I fucking agree. I agree. I just don't know if you know what I mean. I understand if it's him being like, I don't know, maybe my options in AEW are better, maybe my options, or maybe his options in all the other companies are better. Because that's what it kind of feels like. Where now you can sign with AEW, but you can show up at PWG and you can go to Impact Wrestling and New Japan.
Let's be real here. Hold on. A week ago we're saying that D-Bryan and CM Punk are going to AEW. Yeah. So if you're Adam Cole, it's like he might have a no if they're actually going there, and it's like, well, am I just going to be another fucking person going there, or do I take my chance where, hey, WWE is releasing a lot of fucking talented people. I'm one of the most talented still, so maybe I can go to the fucking main roster and really make a name for myself.
Listen, I'm just saying I understand his fear when Karrion Kross lost again. I'm just saying, if Karrion Kross, the guy who I thought with everything tailored to him, just like Adam Cole said, fucking the entrance, the smoke show, the whole fucking deal, man. This is like they made you. All I do is pick up the mic, and that's my concern. Yeah. That's my concern. Because if they don't let him pick up the mic, then Vince might just be like, that guy picks up my groceries.
But what does Vince care most about?
I don't know what you're arguing. I don't even know what you're arguing about. Listen, we agree. If he's on the main roster, he'd be great. I just don't know if he's going to get the chance. That's all.
Okay, but if you're, like you said, Adam Cole, just give him a mic and he's fucking money. What does Vince like the most? Your fucking mic work.
Sure.
So Karrion Kross is not that good on the mic.
I don't, dude, BJ, I just don't know. They fuck up everybody from NXT. I'm just concerned. That's all. Mike?
Here's my final 2 cents on the Adam Cole situation. Again, we don't know what his contract situation actually is, but let's imagine.
He could be signed for 10 years for all I know. I don't know.
Right. Mm-hmm. But let's imagine that his contract does expire this month, and it expires after, TakeOver, they do a loser leaves NXT match, and Adam Cole loses to Kyle O'Reilly. That's my assumption of what happens. Then, honestly, if that's the case, Adam Cole's smart to take this route because he knows that he has options, and he knows he can leverage these options against each other. WWE knows, or at least Triple H knows, the situation over in AEW, and that Adam Cole has his girlfriend there, he has friends there, he would have, they would welcome him there with open arms, I'm sure. Then at the same time, Adam Cole is deeply entrenched in NXT. He's been the face of that brand for the past 3 years. He's 4 years. He's the longest reigning NXT champion of all time. He has plenty of friends in WWE as well. And, maybe he wants a bigger contract, and maybe he does want to go to the main roster. Again, I would understand if he had some apprehension about going to the main roster, although he did beat Daniel Bryan clean on SmackDown in his, one match on the main
that's
roster.
because Vince was in fucking Saudi Arabia, and Triple H is like, I got one shot to make this awesome.
He had to phone it in.
And he did. Triple H literally made it awesome, and Vince is like, I hate it.
Wait, didn't Vince leave early?
No,
he did. So he was there.
Wasn't he the one that actually got on the plane?
Yeah, he left early.
He left
he left all his wrestlers there to die or whatever.
Yeah, he left the hostages there.
Right. But so really Adam Cole's in the ideal position because he's got two companies that you would think want him very badly, and two companies where he has a chance to, make some noise, and he could get the best contract he possibly can. So if Adam Cole's contract is up, it's very smart of him to not sign a deal
Absolutely.
right away.
From a business perspective, 100%.
Right. To see what his options are. And, I'll admit, it'll hurt me very badly if Adam Cole leaves and goes to AEW or goes anywhere else other than, WWE, because I'm a huge NXT fan. I've always loved NXT, and he's been one of the greatest things to ever happen in NXT. And I've always kind of eagerly awaited to see what he could do on the main roster. And yeah, if he were to go to the main roster, there's a chance he could get lost in the shuffle. But to BG's point, he is incredible on the mic, and guys who don't fit that traditional Vince McMahon mold, they still have a chance to succeed if they're great on the mic. And Adam Cole is that. I just don't know what's going to happen. But I will say this, the fact that he's in NXT, I would think that Triple H is going to have more of a hand and more of a say in this thing than he traditionally does than he would with Bray Wyatt getting released or,
Samoa Joe.
And
Literally.
he just brought Samoa Joe right back in. He's like, nope.
Samoa Joe's walking out the door with his papers, and he's like, hey, can I see you for a second?
And wrestling, which is wild.
My feeling is that Triple H is going to have more of a hand in this, and because of that, I have more confidence that he'll stay with WWE than maybe other people would. So that's what I'm hanging my hat on right now. Again, we have no idea. It's all speculation, but it'll be an interesting thing to see how it plays out.
All right. Well, that's your weekend releases. This is becoming a weekly segment. I'm not loving it.
It is a weekly segment.
I'm not liking it. I'm freaking really mad about it. Okay. Real quick, we're going to rapid fire WWE because I'm fucking fed up right now.
Nothing else happened, so it's fine.
No, I have to talk.
No, actually, one great thing happened.
Yeah, so we'll talk quickly about something I liked. Sasha Banks came back. She's like, hey, Bianca Belair. Hi. What history we made. Isn't it great? High fives and handshakes. Win a match. I'll go kill you. And you know what? Fine with all of that.
Ran out of propane? No need to drive to the store when you can get propane delivery straight to your door with Cinch. CYNCH. Cinch brings the tanks to you. It's easy and convenient propane home delivery. Here's how it works. Go to cinch.com. That's CYNCH.com. Enter your zip code, select your delivery date, and drop-off location. It's really that easy. Just set your used tank out for pickup the night before your delivery, and Cinch handles the rest. There's no ongoing commitment when you try Cinch, and they accept any and all tank brands for exchange. Not a Cinch customer yet? What are you waiting for? New customers can get their first propane tank exchange for just $10 with promo code TANK10 at checkout. That's CYNCH.com, promo code TANK10. Turn up the heat this summer with Cinch. Ridiculously easy propane grill tank home delivery. Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. Visit CYNCH.com/offer for details.
In a rapidly changing world, people wonder more and more about where their food comes from and how it was grown. The farmers who grow America's corn understand how important this is and want to share the stories from our farms of how we are working to grow an incredible crop that can be an answer to sustainability questions and is grown by men and women who value the air, water, soil, and our natural resources just like you. To find out more about how corn farmers are working to feed and fuel a vibrant economy and healthy planet, visit ncga.com. NCGA, a commitment to the future.
The rich and powerful want us to think the economy is a line on a stock market ticker. That's wrong. The economy is powered by us. It's what we create, what we buy, what we need. President Biden has proposed bold public investments in jobs and families, but more is needed. We need housing, healthcare, caregiving, action on the climate crisis, and millions of good-paying jobs. This is our moment to finally unlock prosperity for all of us. For more information, go to prosperus.org. That's prosperus.org.
That really works for me. It's very simple booking, very well done here. I'm fine with all this.
I love the way they did this because she came back at first all smiley and hugging her and stuff, and I already saw the fucking complaining starting on the internet, like, this is so fucking stupid. What? Sasha Banks.
What was happening?
Yeah. Right. But I saw some of that, and then it's like, okay, so they're doing the tag team match. You know she's going to fuck up Bianca Belair after the match. And she did.
It happened already between the two of them. They tag teamed, and she turned on her in the same scenario, dude.
This was good.
Yeah, this was very good.
It's simple.
And I'm so excited that Sasha's back, obviously, and I'm so excited for this match. Like, that match at WrestleMania was absolutely incredible. This one, no reason to believe it's going to be anything other than that. And plus, I think you're going to have probably more fans there for SummerSlam. It might even be hyped up more than WrestleMania was. I get the sense. I think it's going to be even a bigger card than WrestleMania was.
My only concern is this is Vegas, right?
Yeah.
There's some COVID protocols things popping up in Vegas right now. The mask mandates are back. There is a chance.
It's popping up a lot of places, and there's
as it should. Because COVID.
Maybe you get fucking vaccinated, everyone.
I did it. I was skeptical at first, but guess what? The Delta variant's killing everybody. Let's get vaccinated.
But let's just assume that we get to this thing goes off and we have a lot of fans and it's an awesome thing. Sasha Banks against Bianca Belair, that's one of the headliners. It's not quite Roman Reigns against John Cena, but it's right
bigger.
there behind
It's bigger
it.
for me. I care more about it than I care about that match.
I mean, I care about both of them a lot, but it's all going to be amazing, and I'm very much looking forward to this match. And BG posed the question if there should be a stipulation for this match. I don't necessarily think there needs to be. I think that
title's on the line.
I think that it's a different venue. I don't think making it like a last woman standing match or anything like that would add anything too much to it. So I would keep it as a basic singles match and see what they can do.
Arm wrestling.
To see what they can do to top last time, because that won't be an easy task.
Make her do that Bailey fitness thing that she did, where she jumps over shit like it's track and field.
I miss Bailey.
Yeah.
I like how now on her gimmick is on Twitter. She calls everybody a little idiot.
Yeah, and also she blames everybody for her injury. She's like, I'd be doing this, but you broke me. It's very,
That's
very
called
funny.
the Donald Wood.
It's literally
blame everybody else for your issues.
I've never once been at fault. Guys, speaking of at fault, John Cena broke a law. Oh, I'm sorry.
She wants to talk, I think.
Yeah, I would like to talk about Sasha Banks. Very excited for her to be back. I really enjoy what they did on SmackDown. I thought it was obvious. So I don't know why people are complaining.
Hold on. The famous line. I don't know why people were complaining. Really? Really?
Yeah. I guess I know why.
That's what people do, BG.
Hi, I'm Twitter. Hi, I'm social media.
Yeah. Every single thing that happens needs to be a complaint. I also agree that there should not be a stipulation. Enough time has passed where I feel like this is it's a continuation, yes, but it's like you're restarting the feud, right? So I think it's okay to have that first match back. No stipulation. You build up to a stipulation at Extreme Rules in September. That'd be very exciting.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
The Hell in a Cell match that Bianca Belair had was fucking awesome. So I would love to see what she can do in a hardcore stipulation with Sasha Banks, because Sasha Banks always delivers in those stipulations. Her matches in Hell in a Cell are fucking phenomenal. So looking forward to them jumpstarting this feud again. And it's very similar to like Kurt Angle and Brock Lesnar in 2003. Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon, they have a match at WrestleMania, they have a rematch at SummerSlam, and sometimes it even tops the match at WrestleMania. So I'm very much looking forward to this. It's top 3 of what I'm looking forward to now on the card. Because it's obviously going to get added to SummerSlam.
Let's talk real quick about John Cena. John Cena is John
We didn't
Cena.
talk about Paul Heyman's rendition, by the way. last week.
Yes.
That was good.
He's
Incredible.
amazing. He's an incredible person to just listen to talk and he's just
He's
so
the best
smart.
friend of me and BG. He hates you.
Yo, you got worked. Yo, don't get blocked
No.
on Twitter. Don't get blocked on Twitter, or you don't get blocked on Facebook, dude. So John Cena, he comes out, he cuts an impassioned promo. BJ, did you like this promo?
I enjoyed the one on SmackDown.
I did.
Okay,
He kept saying that Roman Reigns sucked, which nobody believes.
Let me
I
tell
like
you.
every time anybody says Roman Reigns sucks with Pat McAfee's like, no, he doesn't. Under his breath. Quiet.
Pat McAfee is fucking commentator of the year.
He's the man.
Pat
I told
McAfee
you.
is pretty fun. I'll say this.
He's fun.
He
Come on.
benefits.
Keeps up the energy. That's the most important thing.
He benefits from Michael Cole being there so much.
Shut the
He does.
fuck up.
Michael Cole is.
You're right. He
Michael-
does because Cole is so awful.
Michael Cole is the greatest commentator in the history of
No,
wrestling,
he's not.
and Pat McAfee is just leeching on. His coattails are long, so he can hop right on there. I'll say this to you. Long story short, John Cena fucking cuts the line. Finn Balor's like, hey, first off, John Cena buries Roman Reigns, he buries Baron Corbin, and he's back, y'all. I'm sure you did. I'm sure
Before
you
this
did.
segment.
It was hilarious, the stuff with Baron Corbin.
Yeah, the stuff with John Cena and Baron Corbin was really good.
It's okay for
Stunt
Baron
double.
Corbin to get buried because he's fucking down in the dumps.
Listen,
Yeah.
John
Like,
Cena.
that was very entertaining.
will never accept John Cena burying anyone. He doesn't deserve it. No, thank you.
This shit made no fucking sense.
Baron
whatsoever.
Corbin attacks Finn Balor because Finn Balor doesn't deserve a championship
Right,
match.
why
Hi,
wasn't that
hi, I'm
said-
Adam. Hi, I'm
He's
Adam
jealous
Cole.
of Finn
Hold on.
Balor's abs and
Hi,
great life.
hi, I'm
And
Adam
if
Cole.
not, then have it where John Cena fucking paid him. That's what I want.
No. Honestly, though, if you're Adam Cole, you're like, maybe I will go up. And they're like, Finn Balor and Baron Corbin. And he's like, nah, maybe I'm gone, dude.
Although they are just doing that on SmackDown, which is good. Not
Okay,
like,
all I know is John Cena.
hopefully it
John
doesn't
Cena-
happen on SummerSlam.
And John Cena signed the contract, and
Right.
rightfully so.
Yeah,
Paul Heyman's like, nah, I don't think that's how that works.
Right. It
And
doesn't
then Adam
look
Pearce is like, yeah, it does.
And John Cena's like,
And
John Cena's
what's
like,
that signature.
Cena in all caps.
listen,
Right, what the fuck was that?
can I say something? He signs his name like Lucy. It would just be Lucy.
That's so bad.
Real big like that? Because she's good. Lucy's
I
doing
wish
really
the
good with
C
the
would have
writing.
been backwards.
Yeah.
If you had that where you came home like from a show and was like, dude, I got John Cena's autograph. You showed that to somebody, they'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about? You made it up yourself.
No, you'd be like, listen, dude, that dude was dressed like John Cena and you got took. How much did it cost you?
Vince is like, make sure these fucking idiots watching at home can read.
Yeah, you gotta beat him over the head with it. No, this wasn't a Vince decision. This was a John Cena business decision. He's like, I don't want anybody forging my signature. I will just write generic Cena.
Can't let him
real
get a
large."
good look at it.
Jesus Christ, could you imagine the checks they'd write? Nikki, I
Also,
know
I'm
Nikki's
confused
watching
that
at
Vince
home.
doesn't have any input on SmackDown because it's way too good.
So yes, I hate all of this. Anything else there?
The way they got to it was fucking stupid. Obviously, we can all agree on that. But
Absolutely.
I mean, we all knew that it was going to get to this some way. There was way better ways to do it, I'm sure. We could probably come up with like 100 of them over the course of like 10 minutes if we wanted to, but this wasn't it. But you know, we're getting Reigns versus Cena. It's been a good build so far. Besides this dumb bullshit. Roman Reigns was great again in the contract signing segment. I loved him like kind of like trying to plant the seed in Finn Balor's head, like, you know, I don't think that you're less than John Cena. Like, I think you're really great. But John Cena pretty much was fucking burying you in the opening segment. That's pretty crazy, huh? And Finn Balor was like, probably kind of thinking to himself, probably like, yeah, that was pretty fucked up. But that's basically what happens. Like, Roman Reigns is like a master manipulator as a character, and he just keeps kind of pushing that forward.
That was the only good part.
It's like
of
literally
this.
what they say about Paul Heyman, that he was a master manipulator. So it's just
That
like
is
literally
true.
what they're doing. Okay.
That was the only good part of this segment was the interaction between Roman Reigns and Finn Balor, and everything after that just
It all
made no
went downhill
sense.
when somebody
It went
showed
so
up.
downhill. But like, Balor would have made more sense to what happened last week, and I was so looking forward to what we laid out last week, in which they laid out to us of, all right, on SmackDown we're gonna get Roman Reigns and Finn Balor in a fucking championship match. Maybe Sami Zayn screws him over, and then John Cena gets the next title shot. Right? And it's like, instead, we get this. This is so not like what SmackDown does. This was terrible.
Vince oversaw it because it involved John Cena.
Yeah, exactly. Honestly,
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised because this was fucking. Like I said earlier,
Or John
this is like
Cena
one
oversaw it
miss.
because it involved John Cena.
thank you.
SmackDown usually doesn't
You.
miss. This is a big miss.
He's like, I'm not worried about it. John will handle it. He's like a mini version of me, but larger. Alright, let's rapid fire. Bobby Lashley, Goldberg's son.
Shit blew worse than the fucking SmackDown segment.
I'll tell you what, man.
It really did.
Vince already regretting with Bray Wyatt.
Goldberg did wasn't good.
Dude, listen.
Do you wonder where your food comes from? More and more people do. America's corn farmers work hard every day to grow a crop that you can be proud to serve your family. And they're doing it with an eye toward sustainability, caring for water, air, soil, and resources that fuel healthy families and more sustainable products. Take a look to find out how farmers in rural America work to make life better for all of us, from cities to their rural communities. Learn more at ncga.com. NCGA, a commitment to the future.
The rich and powerful want us to think the economy is a line on a stock market ticker. That's wrong. The economy is powered by us. It's what we create, what we buy, what we need. President Biden has proposed bold public investments in jobs and families, but more is needed. We need housing, healthcare, caregiving, action on the climate crisis, and millions of good-paying jobs. This is our moment to finally unlock prosperity for all of us. For more information, go to prosperus.org. That's prosperus.org.
He got lost in the sauce, I think. He didn't know what the fuck he was talking about.
I don't know. And he couldn't even get a pop from saying Chicago. They barely even did anything.
Chicago! And they're like, okay.
Alright, let's figure out the pop here.
But you know where we are, dumbass.
Listen, let me tell you something. I heard Bray Wyatt chants. And that's the fucking, honestly, I don't want that happening, but guess what?
I heard Goldberg chant at first, and they're like, nah, we're done with this.
Nah, I heard a lot of Goldberg chants, definitely not piped in. I heard Goldberg chants, and it said, 16-time champion, John Cena.
No, that was during Drew McIntyre.
Oh, that's what it was.
I don't know what the fuck that was.
Yeah. Unbelievable. It's piped in, that's what it was. It was piped in crowd excitement, Mike. That's what they were doing. That's what they were piping in, and the person who edited it did not edit out Michael Cole yelling.
Or it was just audio fuck-up, which happens often.
No. They pipe in music often as well. They pipe in fucking loud fucking crowd noise when they want cheers. Because guess what? They're like, you love this, don't you? You love this. I don't. Anything else about Goldberg?
You did. You
Goldberg?
love Goldberg.
I love Goldberg. I don't like what's happening with Drew McIntyre at all.
No, that's terrible.
We said how long ago when it looked like he was going to be feuding with Jinder Mahal that this is not good.
Yeah, it's been worse than anticipated somehow.
Terrible.
And
Goldberg's son was really disappointing.
Goldberg, I could not believe that was Goldberg's son, dude, because do you remember when we saw him? He looked like a little butterball and he fell over the railing trying to come out.
What the hell?
I felt like that was maybe 3 years ago when that happened.
I felt so too.
And now he was I'm like, who is this? Is this some kind of boxer shit that I don't even fucking know? Who is this? And it was his son.
Yeah.
He didn't even look the same at all.
Well, guess what? He grew up.
He was a stand-in. I think Vince was like, nah, we can't bring that little shit
back.
That's
so fucked up. Honestly, I hope Goldberg hears this. He hates you anyway.
During Goldberg's he went over.
Movie question?
Okay, let's talk about Charlotte, Nikki Ash, please. Nikki Ash. Eating ass. Cutting room floor, guys. Cutting room floor, guys. Nikki Ash.
What do you hate, PG?
Nikki Ash. Nikki A-S-H.
I'll tell you this. Nikki Ash, fine. Nikki A-S-H, not fine.
It's terrible. And then they announced this, almost a superhero. Nikki A-S-H. It's like, what? Stop it.
Let me tell you something.
Saying almost a superhero twice.
Her ass just pinned Charlotte clean.
And, for no reason.
Well, she lost clean the week before. So
I know
that,
50,
but why is this
50
happening?
Because we're waiting for fucking Becky Lynch to
come back. Why
come
are we
back.
calling them championship contenders matches? Charlotte's already a contender. The match is already happening.
This is the ultimate where's Becky moment. We're just like, what is that? When are you coming back?
I wonder if she was supposed to come back. She's like, I need another month. And they're like, fuck.
She's like, I'm taking my maternity leave, you fucking marks. 5 months. Toodles.
And I fully expected Rhea Ripley to interfere and take them both out, because that would make sense.
She's busy facing Nia Jax, who fucking got busted open like crazy.
What is going on?
She fucking hardways it, baby. She's fucking reckless again. So SummerSlam really shaping up to be a show.
Agreed, actually.
Well, the SmackDown side's gonna be fucking awesome.
At least I get Goldberg. That's all I know. At least I get Goldberg. Patreon poll results.
What are the odds that he wins, Donnie?
75%.
Oh.
Yo, that
They're
sounds
pretty
so
low.
real.
No, I'm going to tell you.
hope
No,
that-
here's the deal.
I
Here's the
just
deal.
hope that Brock or Big E show up in that.
Here's the
situation.
deal. Here's the deal. It should be 0%.
Yeah.
But it's Goldberg, so
Yep.
34%.
33%.
I'll say 20%.
No, it's higher than a third. It's got to be a little bit higher than a third.
You know what? You're right. It's 50-50.
If he loses, then this is like a dirt sheet report. If he loses, you can't prove or disprove that it was greater or less than a 33% chance of losing.
That's true. He has a 133% chance, 133 and
There
a
you go.
quarter chance of stealing my heart. That's for sure. Patreon poll.
God. Well, we were all disappointed about the news of Bray Wyatt on Saturday. Sunday was the first. For those that don't know, the first of every month, patreon.com/ringrustradio. We put up a poll for our Patreon supporters to vote on. Leave a comment, read the best comments on there. And so we were all devastated. So Mike was like, hey, let's figure out what Bray Wyatt's best match ever in WWE was. So I went.
It was actually kind of troll, to be honest, because he hasn't hardly had any.
Well, I mean, that's very stupid because it's a battle for second besides the Braun Strowman versus Bray Wyatt's swamp fight. That's for damn sure.
I don't think that made the list, brother.
It did make the list.
And we voted for it. And
the swamp fight?
We as a team voted
I had
for
the
it.
swamp fight, and Donnie voted for it for Ring Rust
Thank
Radio.
you.
It got
Yeah.
5%. It got 5% of the votes. It's really
You like that
unfortunate.
better than the Firefly Funhouse match?
I was pleading
Mike,
with him
Mike,
to
Michael,
fucking change it.
Michael, look at me. Mike, look at me. Technically, that's not a match. I don't really grade that
Neither
on a
was
star.
swamp fight.
No, that was a lot more of a match, in
No,
my opinion.
same thing.
No,
it was less of a match
sorry.
because there was no pinfall.
Sorry.
And died in
Hey,
the swamp.
Hey, yeah, it's a death match.
Davey hates death matches, except if they have an AEW.
Davey hates death matches even in AEW. And
Well, he still has some 4 stars.
Listen, that's what I was. Oh, don't spoil, dude.
We'll get to that.
Are we? Is this for real?
I mean, we're gonna discuss that match, so yeah, we'll
Yes.
get to it later.
Okay, we'll talk about that. But I want to talk. Remind me.
There was 25 options.
That's
and I'll
very-
tell you what,
that's
Mike,
very
because we don't
stupid.
like Bray Wyatt.
You took too
there
many
were,
times.
There were some good matches.
There's
Some
a
good
small
matches you gotta
handful.
figure out. Yeah, exactly. Like those tag team matches with the Shield were fucking
Right.
awesome. Right.
Carried by
he had-
Roman.
Exactly.
Carried by Roman.
And
Literally nothing but legends in the fucking ring.
Right.
And you're like, carried by Roman.
Aaron Rowan was
Carried by
so,
Roman. This is why people hate you on the Facebook
I mean,
page.
we all know what his
One
best
guy hates
match-
me, he got banned. That's what happens. So
Damn.
Really, honestly, this
I
is
have
like
that
a,
kind of power, even though I have nothing to do with it.
it's like a communist regime up in here. Are you a fucking dissenting opinion? We're gonna fucking send you to Belarus.
Let's just say if
That's
we
what it
go to
feels like
Saudi
being with
Arabia,
you.
I'll keep them there.
Go ahead.
All right, I'll just read them off. In third, do you guys want to take a guess? What came in third place?
I'm guessing well, can I just guess what I think will win?
Yes, you can do that.
I think that the D-Bry match at Royal Rumble will win.
The one,
2014 one.
Mm-hmm. Don,
My vote would be for the Firefly Funhouse match, though.
I think it is 1-2 Firefly Funhouse and that Royal Rumble match, and then the 6-man Shield match. Oh, is that Extreme Rules?
Elimination Chamber.
I agree with that.
They were my top 3.
Yep. No, that's correct, but your order is just slightly off because the
Okay.
Firefly Funhouse match was actually third, 19% of the votes. The Elimination Chamber, the Wyatt family versus Shield was 24%. That is a legitimately fucking amazing match.
It was an amazing match.
And of course, as we all expected, 39% of the votes. Daniel Bryan, 2014 Royal Rumble. That is a great match. Daniel Bryan bumping his ass off. I thought that the Ring Rust Radio account would vote for that one or a Firefly Funhouse versus John Cena.
No. Nope.
It voted for neither. It
The
voted
Ring Rust
for
account does a
Braun
lot of dumb
Strowman.
fucking shit. I wonder why.
Hey.
He controls it 95% of the time. I only jump in when necessary. So I like
All
it.
right, so
I'll
we
take
got-
that
we
shot,
got a
though, by the way. I
bunch- listen,
appreciate
we got
that
a bunch
shot.
of comments.
There's a lot of dumb fucking shit.
He stands by it, too. I like it. Go back at it. By the way, the Swamp Fight, the Swamp Fight, go back and watch it again.
No,
Super underrated.
never.
Super
I'll
underrated.
never
The
watch
stuff
that
where
again.
he's chained to the chair and he comes out as the fucking Swamp Wyatt. My God. It's a revelation, dude.
I had high hopes for it, too, and it was terrible.
Yeah,
High hopes.
Really good.
I had
we do have
high
a bunch of
hopes.
comments because people were very upset about
Pie
Bray Wyatt.
in the sky, high hopes.
Jordan Driver says that match with Daniel Bryan was the first match I saw after my hiatus, and while D-Bry was awesome, the guy I wanted to know more about and watch more was Bray. The match against the Shield at Elimination Chamber blew me away and showcased Bray's talents as a character in and out of the ring. I mean, Cena ruined everything a month and a half later, but hey, it was fun till then.
Exactly.
Kenny Johnson says, best singles match goes to the Royal Rumble 2014 versus Daniel Bryan, but my favorite match and my vote goes to the Shield Wyatt family match at Elimination Chamber. I was able to attend the pay-per-view, and man, the crowd was hot for that match.
I'll send this out there too. The GIF, whatever the match was, I want to go back and watch the match. They gave me the GIF of Bray Wyatt hitting his sister Abigail and going for the pin, and whoever was coming in to break it up, Roman Reigns was on Bray Wyatt's team for a period of time, and he just points up from his back to the dude, and Roman Reigns comes out of left field and just spears him out of the fucking ring. And there was a little time where they were like friends, and I remember me and Mike were forced to
like a week. Remember?
Coexist.
They had like one match where they were a tag team.
Yeah, because they were feuding each other, and they were gonna feud each other. I don't ever think it came to fruition for like a long term either.
I don't know. They faced and feuded with each other. I feel like forever, and our battle lasted forever.
It's over now though.
And then I won. Me and BG won.
Well, hey, listen, how fitting is it if Bray Wyatt shows up in AEW and the fucking war rages on?
Not really, because Roman will be
rages on.
Ray will be like number 20.
That's really cool though, because when AEW is starting to beat Raw and SmackDown in the ratings pretty soon, then who's gonna be talking shit then, huh? Okay, it's cool. It's all
I don't know, maybe you, because you're obsessed with the ratings.
It's all because television ratings are still super important. That's why I keep tabs them. Oh,
not really.
Yeah. Yes, they are.
Kenny Johnson
NBC
continues. It's sad to see Bray Wyatt be let go, but here's hoping the best is actually yet to come in his future endeavors. Ring Rust. Scott Warren says, I've scrolled the list of matches several times, and it must have been a glitch when you entered the options, because I'm sure you wouldn't have overlooked the Undertaker match at WrestleMania.
I actually do genuinely like that match. I don't want to hear about it.
That was not
if it didn't happen
over the steps.
No, if it
That's
didn't,
when Bray Wyatt really sucked that period of time.
If it didn't happen in the daytime, people
that
loved
was
it.
when like the height of Bray Wyatt and Roman Reigns feud for us really happened. George Cruz, friend of the show, says none of his matches compared to his feud against the big dog Roman Reigns via Donnie versus M-China BG on Ring of Video.
Yeah,
that's true.
By the way, Mike Yar was in there. BJ was not. He's not involved in that feud.
He was part of it.
No, he's definitely part of it.
Man,
Angel Mesa says, I agree. That longtime feud between Donnie versus Chiari. Oh wait, I mean Reigns versus Wyatt. Andrew Skeen says, in-ring Royal Rumble 2014 against Daniel Bryan is tops, and Gage Johnson and I got to see it live, but the Firefly Funhouse match were by far his most entertaining and engaging moments. Hopefully everything is okay with Bray. He was one of my favorites. Kyle Paulson says, seeing Tampa John in an NWO shirt, that takes my vote. Joey Poof, the Poof Daddy himself, says, definitely the tag match at Elimination Chamber still chubs me up.
Nice.
Jason Silva says, Cena versus Wyatt, the burial of burials. Fuck Wyatt. That cunt was just a shitty stunt bag. A good gimmick. If you ever had a good match, it was because of his opponent.
Holy shit.
God damn.
I'll tell you what. You didn't have to just say the C word on the show. You know what I mean? You could have edited it out. You didn't even have to say this comment. You didn't have to
say a British guy?
I just read what is put in front of me like Anchorman. That's why I say Great Balls of Fire.
Can I say something to you? I would advise against that. I would bet better than that.
I don't bet anything.
In a lot of ways, we're responsible for the success of Roman Reigns and Bray Wyatt.
I mean, we're certainly not. We just said the C word on air, so I'm not sure what we're.
Who's we? You got a mouse in your pocket? I'd say.
Well, I mean, we're responsible for the actions of everyone on the show. That's what I know.
I feel like I'm getting thrown under the bus.
I'm just here for the small.
We have you. No, you're not. Oh God Almighty. Is that it?
Final comment.
Hold on, real quick. Let me jump in.
And with only one wrestling move the entire match, what more do you need? But on top of that, this was innovative, fun, and creative. Not a traditional match, obviously, but it really showed how creative the mind of Bray Wyatt was. P.S. You couldn't throw one Husky Harris match in there? No, we couldn't. You didn't have any good ones.
That's very stupid, but probably accurate. Guys, thank you for being part of Patreon. I'm sorry you had to go through that with me. My virgin ears are I don't know what to say. He's disgusting.
I can't believe the C word's allowed on.
I can't believe that the FCC stands for those two C's. I know what they stand for now. So it's disgusting. BJ, talk about Patreon, you fucking monster. Maybe this is why I handle Smarks. Maybe this is why I handle Smarks, and you're maybe not so good at handling that part of it.
Listen, you say that.
You know what I like? I like when they yell the C word.
Why? I'm pretty sure you said it on
I never said it.
I've never said it on air once. What I say in my free time is my prerogative, but I will not say it on air.
I'm pretty sure you said it.
I am honestly disgusted with you right now, dude. I have a family.
I'm just glad I'm not involved in this at all.
You're guilty.
It's like the Facebook group. I have nothing to do with it.
Yep. And there, but who? Look, common threads. Who's associated with that? Somebody over here?
No comments.
No comments over here. BJ, talk about Patreon. Try to keep the curse to a minimum.
Hey, go fuck yourself. Sign up at patreon.com/ringrustradio. Go there to hear the ad-free version of our retro reviews and our podcast. You can listen right now to Three-Headed Shark Attack and Penance Lane, because I don't even know if we've aired them yet. Donnie, do you have any idea? No, you don't.
No, we did not air them yet.
Exactly. We have our match commentary up early. The Rock vs. CM Punk from the 2013 Royal Rumble. And don't forget, right now, early access for Ring Rust Radio Field Day between Donnie and Mike. It's right now ad-free on Patreon. We're airing that next week because we're taking vacation.
Yes. Take another week off because that's what we need. I demand weeks off.
For our 10-year anniversary, we are taking the week off.
Yes, we've been doing this shit for 10 years, so we're taking a break.
We're not hyping it up or anything.
We'll celebrate it the weekend.
Yeah, we're literally not doing anything for our 10-year anniversary. And
we forgot our own 10-year anniversary.
Yeah, so now we have to pay ourselves back by taking us on a cruise, and it's a whole thing, okay? You wouldn't understand. Oh, yes, you would.
But you can sign up for this month's bracket challenge taking place on Tuesday, August 31st. We're going to decide the best alcohol ever. Mike's going to create that bracket. It's going to be awesome. And you can sign up for our fantasy football league. The draft is taking place Thursday, September 2nd at 9 p.m. Eastern. We do the draft on Yahoo, and we come on here 9 p.m. Eastern on Skype, and we record the draft and all the trash talk, and we'll put it up on Patreon for everyone else to listen to.
Hell yeah. All right, well, let's move on. Scoop, scoop, per sauce. There's a feeling that it's interesting to note. Dirt Sheet Busters! If there's something strange in the latest report, who you gonna call? Dirt Sheet Busters! If it's an egregious lie and anonymous is sourced, who you gonna call? Dirt Sheet Busters! I ain't afraid of no lies. I ain't printing a retraction. Dirt Sheet Busters! Alright, Mike! Time of Dirt Sheet Busters! Let's let Davey have it.
Alright, guys. Here's the first one. It's from Wrestling Inc. Is Adam Cole leaving wrestling?
Is this Raj?
Yeah, sure
This is the one I found where he's... Oh, that's right. Yes.
Adam Cole is going to become a free agent this month. Cole had been rumored to have his contract expire in 2024. Wrestling Inc. has learned that it is expiring this month after SummerSlam. Cole's contract was actually up after the Great American Bash, but he extended it. Cole has a lot of options in front of him, including companies who are not even in the current wrestling space.
Whoa! So there's one of two
What does
things.
that mean?
One of two things, Mike. I'll explain to you. It's either WCW 2021, that one account we saw. Remember that?
Yep.
It's either them or he's doing adult films with Lars Sullivan because there's no other option here. What is he talking about? He's
I
going
don't
into
really
acting?
understand why he wrote that, and then he wrote it again in another article. So he's really doubling down on Adam Cole.
He's going into movies.
Going to be with a wrestling company that doesn't exist right now?
He's going to work with Vin Diesel on Fast and Furious.
Nice. Gonna be his family.
Holy shit! I understand that that's a fucking thing going around, but I do not get it. I don't get it one bit.
It's just at the end of every Fast and Furious, Vin Diesel's like, no, nothing matters except for family. So it's a whole meme.
I
just see
I can see BG's fists clenched right now. You talking shit about
he
Fast
agrees.
and Furious.
It's all about family.
BG,
what do you think of that?
BJ is all about the family.
I love Fast and Furious.
You're such a mark. You're such a dirty mark. Go ahead.
Alright, so that was a weird thing to write about Adam Cole. Don't write weird things about Adam Cole.
I love it.
Guys, this is from the One Boards with a Z at the end.
Okay, I got it.
As if Meltz and Alf reporting lies wasn't enough, now we have to worry about their message board.
Well, we always have. Technically, the message board's been a problem for a long time.
There's monsters there.
Yes,
for sure.
Big time.
But now there's false reports.
Well, Dave's always been reporting on there. Honestly, those are some of Dave's most salacious reports have come from there.
This isn't Dave, though. Following the news that CM Punk and Daniel Bryan are reportedly on their way to AEW, speculation has now begun to surround another huge name, Brock Lesnar.
Whoa!
The rumors first began on a Wrestling Observer newsletter message board by someone who claimed that they had been told by a, and I quote, reliable 20-year source that Lesnar had signed with a company other than WWE. This immediately led people to believe that the Beast had become the latest WWE star to join AEW. Andrew Zarian from the Mat Men podcast responded to this, though.
Yeah, he's a reliable reporter now.
I guess. I can tell you right now that Brock Lesnar is not signed with AEW. They've spoken maybe once in passing, nothing serious whatsoever. Everybody that I asked about this, they laughed. That's all I know. I can only tell you what they've said to me. I also know that Dave Meltzer said that it is not true. Brock is not already signed with AEW.
Wow.
So now I'm torn. I don't know what.
Damning evidence now.
If Dave said it didn't happen, then maybe it did. But yeah, I like how some random person on the fucking one message board could just throw in reliable 20-year source like Dave.
That's how easy it is, Mike. That's how easy this fucking industry is to infiltrate.
I feel like we should have never been doing this podcast, and we should have always been doing a fake rumor site.
Honestly, we could have been the most respected journalists in fucking wrestling right now if we had 10 years of experience.
Just from lying.
Just from lying. Because our lies would have been incredible, dude.
Oh well. Too late now.
Yeah, let's keep busting them.
This is from Fightful, and guys, it's time to play Guess That Morale! WWE releasing Bray Wyatt edition.
Oh, this is way down. So, oh my goodness. I'm going to say... BJ, can you go first?
Okay. I'm going to say... not that bad.
Okay.
I'm going to go off the board a little bit here and say morale is down.
Okay, off the board. Numerous stars, staff, and employees think there's more to Bray Wyatt's release than just a simple budget cut, according to a new report from Fightful. The news of his exit came yesterday after Wyatt received a call from John Laurinaitis. Johnny called Bray Wyatt. Interesting.
Okay, listen, hey, okay? Is IRS there? I got some questions about my taxes. You're fired.
Oh my god.
Hey, for the record, no one asked, but JoJo's fired too.
She actually had that for quite some time.
Yeah, it was supposedly 7 months ago, but I just felt like telling you now. Is that cool? Are you cool with that?
Oh
By the way,
God.
bring the mask back. That's not yours.
They're gonna send it back in a garbage bag. Receiving a call from John Laurinaitis. Thank you, Johnny. From John Laurinaitis about being the latest WWE star that was let go. The report noted that nearly 20 individuals reached out about his release.
Wow.
Okay, I'm sure that happened.
That's unbelievable.
And many were very frustrated, especially considering how well Wyatt did in the merchandise realm and his popularity with fans. Some veteran stars said they, and I quote, don't feel like their jobs are safe any longer, no matter where they are in the card or prior pushes they received. Yep, Roman Reigns said that probably.
I don't know who said that, but
I guess very frustrated is the answer to this, by the way.
Oh, okay.
I was wrong.
Yeah, it wasn't a very good question on your part.
You said down, so I guess that's kind of right.
Okay, good.
Well, maybe they used to be very, very frustrated. Now they're only very frustrated.
All I know is that they can't be happy when a guy like that is gone, because he's like, you talk about grab the brass ring, he got it, and he's still gone. So I don't know.
Now it's available for someone else.
Yeah. There you go.
More room to hang on to.
Shut the fuck up. You sound like such a big money Mike is now making big money Brandon.
Thanks,
it doesn't have the alliteration.
Of course. I mean, big money
bucks
B.
Brandon.
Big bucks Brandon and big money Mike.
That's pretty cool. Tag
you sound like the shittiest version of $1 Million Man and IRS. Good.
That's fine.
This is Wrestling Observer Live. Alv makes up a Keith Lee tweet that literally never happened.
Not true. I saw this.
I did not see this,
but it's not true. I can tell already.
It is true. Keith Lee sent out a tweet. Oh, so this is from last week after Keith Lee had lost to Karrion Kross. Okay. By the way, bounces back and wins this week.
Big time win over Karrion Kross. You know that guy, the champion who's still holding the title? Ha.
Keith Lee sent out a tweet yesterday that said he will reveal all behind the reason he was absent for months. It's bad grammar. That was actually the second tweet he sent out because the first one had to do with being squashed. During Wrestling Observer Live, Brian Alvarez talked about that deleted tweet and how unhappy the Limitless Lee is at this point. Seems that WWE brought him back just to have the former NXT champion lose on television. Here's the quote from Alv. All I know is that yesterday Keith Lee tweeted something which he later deleted, which said something to the effect of, "Gone 7 months and virtually squashed my first 2 weeks back," or something like that. So, inspiring confidence. That one got deleted. Then he tweeted something else and he said, "I am just going to tell you the story myself. Give me a week or two." That part's true. That tweet's still up. So, if there's one thing I've learned in all my years on Twitter, it's if somebody of any importance and any following tweets something and then deletes it, it is guaranteed that there will be a screenshot of it.
Oh my God. Every Mark and their brothers got screenshot, and they save them forever. Like the time Joel Embiid said Drummond would get fucking knocked the fuck out if he came down in the paint. Now guess what?
And now they're teammates.
Now they're teammates. So guess what? Every Troel Embiid out there is going to be showing him that picture, so be ready for it.
So if Keith Lee tweeted, "First time back in 7 months and now I'm getting squashed," and then deleted it, there would be a screenshot out there. I looked all through this. There's no evidence whatsoever of this ever happening. None at all. And then Keith Lee goes and wins this week, which is even further evidence that he didn't tweet such a thing, or else they probably wouldn't be giving him a win. Al just fucking flat out made up a tweet that didn't happen. Did he see like one of those like fake accounts where it's like,
shit, yeah.
At Keith Lee 69, 69, 69, and then he tweeted that or something?
No. The I in Keith was a 1.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I think that's what happened, because this tweet didn't exist at all.
Okay, well,
and people believe this man when he says things. I can't believe it.
Oh, I believe him. I believe he made a mistake.
A mistake?
Mm-hmm.
A mistake is when you do something on accident.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he thought that burner account was actually real Keith Lee. Everybody makes mistakes.
This is from the duo of David Bixenspan and Dave Meltzer.
Oh, man, I can't. What really hurts my soul?
AKA Woman Repellent. That's the tag team name.
Can I tell you something for real? It hurts my heart that old Dixie Bixie fucking blocked me, man. I fucking miss Bix.
Yeah, why did he block you?
I literally didn't even mention him in anything. I just woke up one day and he was just blocked me.
He blocked me because I retweeted him talking shit about me.
Yeah, you literally just retweeted him, and then
I know, it's like,
I think I was your friend.
Retweet.
Like, he saw that I was your friend, and he's like, no. I'll tell you what, though, I stole his gimmick of blocking everybody.
Oh, that was his gimmick? I guess that is. It's true. He blocked us.
Mm-hmm.
The Bix and the Melts team up to suggest that WWE is to blame for Domino's being mad about the AEW deathmatch.
Okay. All right. I like this. I see, in my head, I see two gangs. You don't see the leader. They're snapping their fingers as they come down the street. On this side, I see Davey and the fucking Observer's fucking message board snapping. Oh, on this side, I got Bix.
He's got acid wash.
Bix, but Bix isn't walking. Bix is in one of those things at the grocery store. He's just like, snapping as he goes, right? And then, but somehow they come together and they're like, we have to put aside our hatred for each other to stand up against the man, and the man is Vince McMahon. That's all. Okay.
A story came out that Domino's Pizza is upset about the spot in Deathmatch. They said that they are assessing their sponsorship for TV14 programming. Now, an allegation has come out saying that WWE planted the story and encouraged others to cover it. According to David Bixenspan, he was contacted by a reporter who allegedly provided screenshots to prove that WWE contacted him concerning picking up the story about AEW upsetting their sponsors. He was allegedly given the screenshots, but they were not provided in the article.
Oh, because you can't blow up your source. Can't blow up your source.
Sure. Or you could, do like what he did to me and black out my name but keep the comment on there.
He blacked out your face, too. He's like, I don't like his face either.
He pulled the WWE on Donald Wood.
Yeah, they literally hid my face away. That's one of my favorite things in my life is that moment.
according to a screenshot shared with Babyface v Heel, which is apparently some fucking shit-ass website that David Vixenspan's running right now, by the way. So, not making any money. A reporter from a mainstream publication, in reaching out about the story, explicitly said that WWE had contacted them about writing an article on the Domino/AEW situation. He also made note of how Dave Meltzer, and I quote, strongly implied in the Wrestling Observer newsletter that the stories were planted. In the newsletter, Meltzer wrote, Domino's is a major sponsor of TNT and Warner Media programming, so this is a serious issue. There was a concerted campaign to contact sponsors, but at press time, Domino's was the only one that has reacted to the match. Don't see how that strongly implied anything, really.
Yeah, honestly, it's, doesn't seem like any of this is very, very real at all.
No, it sounds like Vix had an agenda in mind, said that he had screenshots of this, but couldn't even provide them. So, what good are the receipts if you can't show them to me?
Here's the deal. Here's what happened. Everyone laughed that was watching the fucking death match and saw the pizza cutter thing at Domino's on Twitter and sent it to them. At Domino's is like, what the fuck is this? We should probably put out a statement saying we're not cool with this. And then, since then, nothing else has come out, so it's a non-starter. And then everybody else is like fucking, and Dave's like, hey, listen, I think it's a WWE plant. It's like, what are you talking about, dude? I don't know.
It's like, is it a WWE plant, or is it the fact that Domino's got tagged with it a billion times, and like mainstream media platforms like TMZ and stuff are covering it?
Yeah.
They're gonna see it, obviously.
And honestly, Domino's, you should be fucking happy, because your pizza sucks. And this is the most publicity. It's the most we talked about Domino's. You know what, dude? You know what? You want to take your money? Hey, you want to take your money?
Please sponsor us.
Take your money somewhere else.
Your pizza does fucking suck.
I'm a Pizza Hut guy. Pizza Hut fucking would love this shit.
Too.
Pizza Hut would jump right in here and be like, blade him up, Nick Gage. You know who would love this? Wendy's would love this.
Dave wouldn't do that.
Dave Thomas?
Yeah.
He's fucking dead. He's I don't know.
Dead.
Did you think he was alive? Like, is this another Bam Bam Bigelow situation and you know he's dead? Go ahead, Mike.
Okay, maybe I didn't.
I think you definitely did.
Yeah, this is exactly. Go ahead.
Domino's is good, by the way. Please sponsor us.
Domino's is not good. Stop putting that out there. I'm going to stand for a lot of things on this show you can say, but you will not come on this show and fucking tell me fucking Domino's is good. It's fucking dog food.
Yeah, it's
so good. So good.
I would not feed my dog Domino's. That's how bad it is. I literally regretted saying
I have a fucking dog. So.
Go ahead. Next.
You ready for the coup de grace?
Please, double stop me.
It is from Wrestling Observer Live. Guys, I know we make a lot of jokes about AEW signing anyone who ever worked for WWE before, but...
I mean, it's not true. 37% of the roster worked for WWE in some form or fashion.
That's a high percentage.
I mean, that's a high percentage, but WWE's been the major leagues without competition for 21 years. And now it's over.
I don't want to make a lot of jokes about AEW signing anyone who ever worked for WWE before, because it's true.
It's not true.
But Tony Gurria is AEW champion?
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Can you please explain to anyone who's not me or you who Tony Gurria is?
Tony Gurria, he was a big-time tag team wrestler in WWF in like the 70s and the early 80s, and he's from New Zealand, I believe. He was tag team champion for a little while. Teamed with, I think, Tito Santana for a little while. There you go. Tony Gurria.
Thank you.
And then for years and years, he was like one of the guys that would show up in a suit to break up all the fights.
Yes, exactly. He was
like an agent backstage.
Yes, he was an agent. That's the word. Thank you.
This clip was provided by Blu-ray Wrestling on Twitter. They do a lot of clips of melts and such. And this one was just so unbelievable that I had to add it. So someone, for whatever reason, in 2021, asked Melt a question about Tony Gurria on his show.
Okay.
And this is what Melt said.
It was Tony from Atlanta wrote that.
This is me transcribing exactly what he said about Tony Gurria.
Okay, here we go.
He came in and he wasn't supposed to be pushed, but Vince Sr. just kind of liked him, and so he got a mid-level push. And then the second time in, he got a really big push as the champion for All Elite. And then, after that, I don't know what they were gonna do. But as far as I think that we're, I think that they're gonna be okay.
Do you have this text? Do you have this text saved somewhere where you can send it to me so I can read it?
I'm looking at it right now.
Can you send it to me so I can read it? I would like to read it as well because that's really, really fun. So what happened was, so let me get this straight. He literally forgot what they were talking about in the middle of the conversation, and then
I just don't know. Like, why did he say that Tony Gurria is the champion of All Elite?
I think he just literally forgot.
Does this still get paid by the All Elite mention?
I think he forgot they were talking about. He came in, he wasn't supposed to be pushed, but Vince Sr. just kind of liked him. And so he got a mid-level push. And then the second time in, he got a really big push. I love your transcription. Champion for, All Elite. And then, after that, I don't know what they were going to do, but as far as I think that we're, I think that, that they're gonna be, okay?
Like, the ending part is unreal. Like, you'll have to actually listen to the thing, because he's like, I think that they're gonna be okay. It's like, what? What the fuck is wrong with this guy? And then, at the end, you can hear Alf go like, and then he starts talking about something else. Sometimes you gotta love your dad, but sometimes he says shit and you're like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? What are you even talking about? There were, explanations posted, I guess, on the message board. Like, Al was like, yeah, I thought I heard that, but I thought maybe I was just mistaken. And then Dave was like, oh yeah, I was just really tired for being up from 937 hours straight or whatever fucking dumb bullshit. He literally lost track. He lost his fucking thoughts. I would honestly go get checked. That's a bad sign for Alzheimer's honestly, and shit. I put it out here almost as a PSA or a PDA is BG. If you're fucking up this bad, you should probably get checked out or something. Yeah. It was really haunting. It's like listening to me. Worse somehow. I'm gonna link you guys to the actual thing, so you can listen.
Donnie.
Oh, thank you so much. I can't wait to hear it. I'm so excited. Mike, is that it, BJ? Mike, is that it?
That's it.
BJ, how we do? Mike? Oh, I think that I think that they're gonna be okay.
Wednesday Wrestling Minute, Wrestling Minute, Wrestling Minute. Wednesday Wrestling Minute, Wrestling Minute, Wrestling Minute. Wednesday Wrestling Minute, yeah, Wrestling Minute, Wednesday Wrestling Minute.
Alright guys, it's time for Wednesday Wrestling Minute. Yeah, I'm back to watching New Japan, BJ. I'm back to full time with it. I'm watching all the shows. I'm not watching like the midweek tour shows where it's just like 8-man tags. I'm watching the weekend shit. I'm watching all the singles matches again. I'm going through it all. So it's good. It's some of the same, but I'm hoping we got a new infusion of talent coming in. You know what I mean? I expect the G1 to be riddled with guys who've been released recently by WWE. And AEW guys and PWG guys. You know what I mean? So. I expect to see a bunch of guys in this. It's fun.
I don't think we can do that.
Listen, let's start with AEW. 10-man tag. Great match. Incredible match. BJ, grab the keys. Fire the tracker up.
No,
get it running hot. Put this on the fucking tracker.
We're not going to sully the tracker.
And also, Adam Page.
Matches from AEW on there from you, but I'm not putting that one on. I watched this episode. It's the first episode I've watched last January.
It's at its peak, 1.4 million viewers. Unbelievable.
That's not very much.
That's a lot for a fucking fledgling show. A company that's just starting out, barely finding their feet.
2 years in.
Against a juggernaut like WWE. Guys, CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, it's
WWE has $2 billion television deals. They're going to be alright, brother.
Yeah, they're definitely going to be alright, but they're about to feel the heat, Jack. It's a good time.
They literally... obviously do not care one bit about AEW.
Well, no, I think that's Nick Khan, and I think that's going to be to their detriment. I really do think that's a detriment to them.
It probably won't really be their detriment. They're just going to keep making money hand over fist.
They will, but
McDonald's might not be the best, but they're just keep fucking printing money.
You're right about that. But then now they're going to have TV ratings competition, and that's what I care about. By the way,
I know you care about ratings.
Adam Page's wife is pregnant, so he's going to be taking time off. So remember we were talking about...
That's the excuse we're using.
Well, no. Remember how we were talking about, is it going to be him at All Out? I still think it's going to be him who beats Kenny Omega. It's just not at All Out now. I think it's going to be at Revolution.
Mel says that he's not even in the plans anymore for All Out.
I'm not going to believe Dave Meltzer. I just heard him... I just heard him...
Tony Gurria was the champion of All Elite.
Stumble and bumble because he was up all... I don't care. I'm not sourcing him for anything. I'm sorry. I can't do that. But, yes, I believe that... No, listen, I believe in AEW, and I believe what they do, and I believe they believe in Adam Page with all their heart. And listen, you'd be foolish not to capitalize on CM Punk and Daniel Bryan right away. And if you can give him time with his brand new child and then bring him back red hot and have him fucking take the title, that's what I want. That's what I want. So you set up with this 10-man match. You let him get beat with it. You let him get beat with the one-winged angel. So guess what? The next time they face off for the championship, he's gonna kick the fuck out of that move.
No.
He's gonna be the first one to kick out of that move. Watch me. He's gonna mark my words. Mark my words. He will be the first one to kick out of that move, and he will fucking dethrone Kenny Omega. Mark my words.
CM Punk and Daniel Bryan are going to beat him.
They're not going to be in the world championship scene right away. They don't need to be. They are the championship.
Okay.
Also, Tanahashi cutting a video saying I'm probably going to be in AEW like real quick, son. Yeah. Also, the idea of Jon Moxley against Tanahashi in AEW, Mike Chiari, BJ, you gotta love that shit. That's awesome.
Yeah, they're definitely doing that match at All Out. It's a one-off for sure.
So much fun, dude. That's gonna be so much fun. Also, All Out.
But you really think Tanahashi's coming to America?
Yeah, of course.
Just for one match.
Yeah, or at least he got maybe a match in. Yeah, probably.
Because he's going to beat Archer for the title at this New Japan show in LA maybe?
Yes.
And then he's going to defend it against Mox at All Out in a one-off match for AEW, I think.
That's fun. That'd be fun. That's the beauty of what AEW has. AEW.
I'm surprised that Jay White isn't showing up.
Listen, but did you see that Tommy N showed up in PWG?
I did.
See, that's fun. Did you see?
I don't know who Tommy N is.
Did you see William Regal lurking? Did you see the picture of him lurking at the PWG show?
No, was he there?
He looks like Emperor. What's his name? Emperor Palpatine.
Palpatine.
He looks like Mike Chiari. Look it up right now. Say William Regal PWG. You'll see it. He's lurking in the back. He looks like a fucking villain. It's incredible.
Because he's like, who am I gonna fucking poach to get?
Literally, he knows where to go. He won't bring Triple H. He's like, I must go alone. This is on me now. They respect me there. It's very true, though. It's very true.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Do you see it? Do you see it? It's so good. AEW Rampage coming to Chicago. The Sears. It's good, right? I told you.
It really does look like that. Good reference.
The Sears Center.
Wait, that was from 2018. That's not new.
Is it? No, I'm pretty sure it happened yesterday. I'm pretty sure it happened yesterday. Or no, this
I don't think
weekend.
so.
I don't know.
This one I'm looking at is from 2018.
Well, no, there's another one of him on a balcony looking down. Is that the one you're looking at?
He's also Emperor Palpatine in that one?
Yes, honestly, it's what he does. There was a chain of, I saw 6 different pictures of him at PWG shows staring so seriously at the ring. Rampage coming to Chicago. The first show is not the first show. The second show is called The First Dance. Rapids to Chicago, CM Punk, let's go! I will say this to you, if it's not CM Punk, major. Listen to me, I'm going to tell you the truth.
What are they, WWE going to put them on at 11 p.m. on a Tuesday?
Major miss if this is not CM Punk. I just want that on the record.
I don't know how it couldn't be.
I don't want.
The whole reason this thing fucking sold out is because everybody's like, it's going to be CM Punk's first appearance.
If this is like Adam Cole, people are going to be like, unbelievable. I like it, but this is really fucked up. Although the heel heat would be incredible.
Or if it's just nobody. It's just a normal show.
It's Christian again. It's like he didn't get a proper last night. We're doing this again.
It's Ric Flair.
Woo! People are like, cool, where's CM Punk? Is he coming out with CM? Everybody's like looking around Ric Flair behind him like, what's back there? Is anything else back there? There's nothing back there, Rick? Rick! You're the Rick! You're the Rick! But yes, I'm excited for that. That's going to be really fun. And let's talk about the main event. Before we get to Hoovy,
question. I'm sorry, question.
Yeah.
Is the question about this next point?
Yeah.
No. I have a question about
Okay.
Rampage. Rampage is a week from this Friday?
Yes.
Yes, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep.
Can we talk about this next point? Can you please read it verbatim?
Nick Gage brought death matches to the world. Nick Cage. Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage.
I'll tell you what, you know me.
Save the Constitution.
Listen, you know me. First
fine,
off, Brandon Galvin, you must stand for the Nick Cage because you saw his grave.
I love the Nick Cage.
You saw his grave. You literally saw the place where his dead body will be placed.
I also can't comment because I had a typo on my agenda too.
No, I was no typo. I'm a con air artist. I'm a con artist. I love Con Air.
Nick Cage is underrated. I'll say that right now.
I like Nick Cage a lot. Nick Cage I also like. I brought death matches to the world in 2021. MDK all fucking day, all over my screen. He did Pizza Cut. The match was a death match. It was expected. He's plotting. He's older. This is his chance. This is a great moment for Nick Gage. I think if you watch The Dark Side of the Ring, you know his story. And I think this is a really great moment for him. I thought this was fun for Chris Jericho to have a fun moment.
This match is honestly probably the best thing for Jericho nowadays because his regular matches aren't too good.
Well, again, what happened when Terry Funk couldn't be that technical master
he did junk wrestling.
He did junk wrestling.
Yeah,
that's what it is. I mean, it's that I don't like death matches, but this one was okay because it wasn't
I
as
like death matches.
egregious as like the ones that you get elsewhere. But I mean, it was fine, but it's just not my cup of tea.
Yeah, and that's fine. And you know what, dude?
I enjoy it.
That's why that's one of the
people crying
reasons
about this.
I like AEW too. Is it seems like you can have a bunch of different kinds of matches. You know what I mean? Death matches, high spots. It's fun. It's really really fun.
That's
but the truth is,
match, by the way.
let me say something to you. Dave Meltzer hated it. Still gave it 4 stars.
That's
I didn't like this match. Didn't think it was good, but the crowd liked it. 4 stars.
You literally said I hated the match.
Yeah.
Let me say something to you.
Do you know how many fucking matches there have been in the history of wrestling, especially in WWE, where the fans were fucking hot for it and he gave it like
Mike.
Good.
Andre versus fucking Hogan. At first he gave a -4.
Mike, look
and
at
then he readjusted to 1.
Mike, look at my fucking face right now.
Oh,
Do you see me?
No.
Do you see me?
I see it.
Nick Gage grinding a pizza cutter in the open wounds of Chris Jericho equals Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair historic moment WrestleMania. The exact same.
Wait, did you give that 4 stars?
That was 4 stars as well, yes.
I don't even.
I'm pretty sure. Was it 4.25 or was it 4?
Let me see. I think it was 4.5. Let me see.
Okay. Pretty sure it was 4.
Well, it's higher than what he gave Hollywood Hogan against The Rock at WrestleMania 18, which was one of the biggest crowd reactions in a match ever.
Match
probably
sucked.
the biggest.
Match sucked, but it was it was a great moment.
But if it's based only on if the crowd likes it, then that was 7 stars.
Well, all I know is that I'll say this, and I want this on the record: Domino's, your pizza sucks. You should be thankful. 4 stars. 4 stars. So same thing.
BG, unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Mike.
Dude, I was texting Mike a whole bunch of matches that did not even get 4 stars.
Mike,
it's absolutely
Mike,
insane.
I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Nick Gage rolling in and out of the ring the way he was, pizza cutter, all the things that we had in this match. Remember them, you know what I mean? This was a fun death match. It really was.
I enjoyed it, but to say it's a 4-star
no,
match.
Mike,
So,
no,
it's a 2-star match.
Mike.
Listen, if he said it was a 4-star match, okay, but his whole thing is, I hate the match, but the crowd liked it, so 4 stars is AEW.
Mike.
But he's always based the ratings on what he likes, not what the crowd likes.
Mike,
I know. It's why it's absolutely insane.
Nick Gage is just as talented in the ring as Sasha Banks. For the record. I'll tell you what, both got the same star rating, so they're the same athletes. I'll say this.
I mean, Sasha had a higher star rating with Bayley, so.
I think Sasha would wear a mask during a robbery.
Dude.
I think she'd be smart enough to do that, I agree.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg at WrestleMania 33, which we all went fucking apeshit for, and the whole arena did, stadium, 3.5.
Well, I'll
the
say
Hardy Boys TLC match at that same WrestleMania show got 100 stars for the crowd reaction.
Honestly, it was wild.
No, it didn't even get 4 stars.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Let's talk real quick about, by the way, great episode, 1.4 million people at the height of the show.
Why do you keep using that new thing?
Raw is shaking in its boots. Raw is shaking in its boots, baby. Give me Rampage. We got millions and billions coming.
Isn't that weird, BG? I was using like different metrics and shit.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I use metrics. I use analytics.
Bizarre.
Sorry, I live in the modern world. My fault.
Oh, I don't care about the ratings. They're irrelevant to anything.
To the cherry pick some stats.
$1 million, whatever fits my narrative. $1 Million Man, guys. Confidence booster for Cameron Grimes. Listen, I'm not.
Before this confidence booster, we gotta talk about what happened.
Listen, real quick, hold on. NXT. I'm not really watching as much anymore, but I'm going out of my way to still watch these segments because they have not lost me. Okay? $1 Million Man. Oh, yeah. Basically, Eli Drake is fucking.
His name is LA Knight.
Eli Drake is golfing.
LA Knight.
And Cameron Grimes is his caddy. And his balls, he makes balls jokes, and it's, I'm only going to wash those balls. It's very fun. This is all very fun. Okay?
That's right in our wheelhouse right there.
All of this is, because there's nothing but dick jokes. It's all funny. And then grizzled young veteran, he's treating him like shit. He gets in the water, and he's like, go get my ball in the water, and fucking gets out of the water, and fucking $1 Million Man's like, dude, what the fuck are you doing here? You're way better than this.
You're missing the important part.
Oh my god.
Cameron Grimes, LA Knight's fucking up. He hit in the water, and Cameron Grimes, he's like, you think you could do better? He's like, yeah, I'll give it a shot. So he goes and fucking tees it up. And I don't know why LA Knight's standing so close to him when he's trying to tee up the ball. But he goes in his backswing, hits LA Knight in the fucking balls, follows through, hits the ball, and then on the backswing hits LA Knight again, and he gets a hole-in-one in the process.
That's the end of the segment. That's the end of the segment. And the reason it happened was because the grizzled young veterans did. Did you watch the segment?
Oh, I fucking watched it.
I'm not sure you did. I'm not sure you fucking did. Because
$1 Million Man gave Cameron Grimes a pep talk about how he needs to, stay the course and be his own man and not let the man get him down. And that he's going to help him do that. Even
though Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man, was literally the man in that situation. He was like the man you'd stand against. That was the joke, but that's fine.
LA Knight was the man.
Now he is.
Yeah, exactly.
Now he is. But honestly, best storyline in WWE, without a doubt for me.
Two other important things happened too, by the way, that you didn't mention because you're a dickhead.
Didn't watch it. You can call it. You can
I don't know. Samoa Joe coming back to fucking wrestle for his first time in 2 years.
Yeah,
it's official.
hell yeah. I hope he wins.
Him against Karrion Kross at TakeOver, which will be amazing, and Samoa Joe prob's going to win the title.
I know for a fact that Vince McMahon does not watch NXT because if he
fact.
found out Samoa Joe was a guy still, he'd be like, how the fuck did he get back in here? I thought I fired you. Holy shit, you're letting who do what?
And also, been building up for a while, but Dakota Kai turned on Raquel Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Really good segment, and we're getting that match at TakeOver 2, which is going to be fucking great. This has actually been the best built TakeOver in quite some time, because pretty much all the matches are going to be important and meaningful, so that's good.
Cool, it's a nice change of pace from the previous ones. Which
and
shit.
Donnie, Walter vs. Dragunov was announced.
Yep.
Please let this happen, because that was
definitely.
Well, I mean, the thing is, it was supposed to happen before the pandemic
LA
too.
Knight against Cameron Grimes again, obviously. We're gonna get Cole against O'Reilly. Loser leaves NXT match most likely.
Yeah, it'll be a solid show. I'm glad it's the better SummerSlam. Glad it's taking place on Sunday.
I mean, they're both gonna be awesome. We can't wait.
Impact Wrestling is amazing, and I'm starting to get vibes that we're getting.
Did you watch Homecoming?
Yes, I did. And did you see? Yes, I did. I swear to God. Did you see who's coming? Did you see who's going to be teaming with Jon Moxley? Probably in New Japan.
Sami Callihan.
Sami Callihan. So now we're getting even more crossover, even more New Japan. I'm loving it. Seriously, Impact Wrestling's really good.
It's not.
It is. It is. BJ, did you watch it, or are you just talking? You just read results?
I read the results.
Okay.
I didn't realize there was a fucking pay-per-view because you don't tell me ahead of time.
Bro,
so
listen
to me. Because then they just have a pay-per-view?
Right, that's what I thought too.
Can I tell you the truth?
Because I watched the other one when Jay White came out, and then I saw that Eddie Edwards might be hurt, and he wasn't hurt. So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna watch.
Okay, you're holding a fucking phone. Here's the deal. You know how I figure out when Ring of Honor has pay-per-views if BJ doesn't remind me the day of? If you don't, the only way I understand...
I legit never have any idea when Ring of Honor...
When things are happening, the only time I understand when things are happening is when I go on to watch wrestling, and there's I was like, Impact, why is there an Impact Wrestling one on the weekend? Like, I don't, let me click that. Oh, there was a pay-per-view. Right. Let me check it out. Literally what happens. So, that's how I watch wrestling now. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. All right, let's go on. Alright, guys, it's fantasy standings time.
Guys, we're getting close to the end game here.
Good.
And actually, I assume we're just going to run it through the NXT TakeOver the night after SummerSlam, correct?
Yes.
That wasn't the plan initially, but why would we not?
Yes. SummerSlam-ish.
So, okay.
SummerSlam weekend.
Yeah, there we go. In last place, 13th with negative 62.5, Roger Rueda.
Good. He deserves
It's been a rough
it.
season for old Rod.
Yeah, he's been ignorant to me.
I don't think he has.
Good.
In 12th with negative 15, Robert Ty. So that's quite a margin between 12th and 13th.
Wow.
In 11th with negative 5, Alex Pandolfi.
Panda.
In
This is his sweetheart.
10th with 0, BG.
He's a zero.
This is fucking bullshit.
The man is a zero.
Put my top pick.
Zero.
Wait, what?
Because
what
George
pick?
fucking Charlotte.
Oh, Charlotte.
George and Samson, they fucking crying. She always wins. Fucking taking L's left and right.
She's been losing a lot.
Yeah, but she's still in the title scene.
Speaking of losing a lot, in 9th place with 5, Donald Wood.
This is a lost season.
Yeah. In 8th with 20, Julian McCann.
Don't fucking talk about the fucking Eagles, dude, okay? I'm pretty sure your fucking team just got in a giant
Giants are
fist fight and had to run laps like they're 9. And Mike, don't open, Mike, shut your fucking mouth. At least his team doesn't want to leave the city, okay? You shut the fuck up too, Bills boys. I hope you like cowboy hats because your fucking Bills are heading to Austin, Texas.
You ever heard of a fucking negotiating tactic that happens every time a team's trying to get a new stadium?
Yo, I hope you like the Heat.
I don't know what that means. In 7th with 30, George Sparrows. He's nice, but he hates me now, as you'll learn next week.
Yeah, for real. Fucking Long Island, New Jersey's own.
I still like him. In 6th with 45, George Cruz.
Yeah,
I think he likes me, but sometimes he's mean to me.
George Cruz deserves to be mean to you. He's a great man, and you're an asshole.
That's not true. In 5th place was 60, Ben Schneider.
He's a very nice person. Bad chooser when it comes to fucking
Bad
retros. Yeah.
In 4th place was 75, Big Money Mike.
God, you suck, dude.
Making a run, guys. Making a late run.
You're not making a run at all,
Could
technically.
it be? In 3rd with 120.
No, see the difference? The numbers?
Wiener.
Yeah.
Not much of a difference, if I'm being honest. 45 points. That's possible.
That's a lot. That's the 3rd place, too, by the way.
And it ain't that much different from a tie for first with 125. Leon, CK, and Reggie Gill.
Whoa.
125, 120, 75.
Stop including yourself in there. You're not part of that conversation, dude.
In the mix, guys.
You're like a second or third tier tight end. You're like, I'm like Darren Waller. I'm like Travis Kelce.
So I'm like Austin Hooper over here.
Yeah, no, you're not, Hoops. Sit the fuck down, Zach Ertz. Although I would definitely trade him for a 4th at this point.
We'll give you a 6th.
Listen, you can't afford him, honestly. All right,
for a year.
Let's go ahead. Emails, ringrostradio@yahoo.com. Short, sweet, print on what we're talking about, not exactly what we're talking about. Make it move.
This is from Kenny Andre the Johnson. Subject: title reigns that should have happened. It's Patreon email. Go to patreon.com/ringrostradio. Contribute to the email tier higher and guarantee you get at least one emailer on the show each month. Hey boys, I have a fun topic of discussion this week. We'll be the judge of that.
Yeah, seriously, dude.
What are some title reigns that should have happened at some point in wrestling history? These reigns could be for people who never held a certain title, or perhaps a title reign in place of one that did happen. To keep things interesting, try to come up with title reigns for a world title, mid-card title, tag team title, and women's title. You can stay within WWE's titles or branch out if you want. I will include picks of my own. Ring Rust! From Kenny Andre the Johnson. Okay, so he starts with the world title. I figure we'll just go in
shit.
the circle here.
I didn't read.
Okay.
Can I go first? Because mine's incorrect.
Just say whatever your dumb shit is.
I just have 2.
WCW?
No, it's actually 2 that I really feel with the bottom of my heart. Hurt me still. In 1986, Jake the Snake Roberts.
You weren't even born.
No, but as a historian of the sport, it's something where you can see, I could point to a moment where a man should have had the moment he could have had, and he was denied it. Jake the Snake, Hulk Hogan, 1986.
1986?
And they basically said they were going to start. Yes, they did. I went and did all the research of this. In 1986.
Jake was nowhere near that in 1986.
Look it up right now. In 1986, they had 2 matches, and the crowd was going crazy for the DDT, and they said, nope, not going to happen,
He was
Jake.
nowhere in the mix for a world title in 86.
Look it
if
up.
he was going to win a world title, it would have been the early 90s.
Look it up.
He
Also,
just debuted in WWF in 86.
Also, Jack Tunney robbing $1 Million Man of his title when he purchased it legally. That's all.
I actually agree with that one.
Yeah, seriously. And also, it's 1986. I'm looking at it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Both Hogan and Jake the Snake commenting on it.
In 1986.
Yes, it
was going to happen.
Yes, it was. It should have happened. It was going to happen. They were going to work a program together.
Right. BG, we'll do this correctly.
Yeah.
Kenny's for the world title was Shinsuke Nakamura beating AJ Styles at WrestleMania 34. We were there for that.
Yeah.
I also agree with that.
100%.
I got Owen Hart should have beaten Brett for the WWF title instead of Bob Backlund.
In 1986, Hulk Hogan and Jake Roberts were gearing up for the main event feud on television, but Vince McMahon nixed the whole idea after something transpired.
Sure, you can read shit that isn't
In
true.
a 2013 interview with Sky News Radio, Hulk Hogan told his side of the story.
What was it?
I'm trying to rifle through all the N-words. I'm not going to say the C word on the air like someone.
If Jake was going to win the world title, it would have been in the early 90s.
I'm just telling you right now. That was right there.
He was never going to be in the mix for the world title in 86.
ProWrestlingStories.com.
Just because you have a house show match against Hulk Hogan doesn't mean you're going to win the title.
Brother, Hulk Hogan said in 2013 no.
Okay, so I definitely believe it.
Go ahead.
EG?
Booker T at WrestleMania 19.
Kenny's mid-card is Sheamus as the Intercontinental Champion. I think Savio Vega obviously should have been IC champ during his babyface run in 95, okay?
I hate you. But honestly, I liked him too. I did not like Ahmed Johnson, though, for the record.
No. Taz should have won the European.
Oh, we didn't talk about Juventud Guerrera!
Oh, Juven! Yeah, well, you'll talk about it plenty this week. He's got to win the top road spot.
We'll be off.
Who's for?
What?
Who's the fourth guy? Who's going to be the fourth guy for Jericho?
Oh, I don't know.
It's got to be someone new.
Someone from his past. Dean Malenko.
He's got like Parkinson's or something.
MJF will make him wrestle.
Goldberg.
Ricky Steamboat.
Ralphus.
Ralphus is dead. He honestly just died, I think.
I know.
Go ahead. Seriously.
Goldberg.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Taz should have won the European or Intercontinental Championship in 2000.
Okay. His tag team is the Rockers as World Tag Team Champions, and I gotta say, I agree, my man.
Authors of Pain, they should have had Paul Ellering as their manager instead of Drake Maverick.
The Headbangers.
They did hold the tag team championship. Both of those teams did. Oh, okay. His women's is Bianca Belair should have won the NXT Women's Championship. I do agree with that.
Santina Morella.
Stop. I think Kairi Sane should have been Raw or SmackDown Women's Champion.
I said that as well.
Yep.
That's fucking
Santina.
Kairi Sane was so good.
Stop saying those words.
Santina, remember that when he was a girl?
Yeah,
Girl, Juventud Guerrera.
James Ellsberg. What was his name?
That was it.
Ellsberg. Ellsworth.
Ellsworth.
I think he sounded like Dick next to like a child or something. So.
No, Jesus. Again?
I can't believe Ellsberg did that.
Yeah. Fuck him. Yeah. First Money in the Bank winner for the women. James Ellsworth. For the record.
Pretty much.
For the record.
Next email comes from Alexander Rusev Contreras. Subject is self-opponent. Ayo.
Sounds like self-high five, like DDP always said.
Mm-hmm. If you could set up a match or feud between two versions of the same person, who would it be and which versions of that person?
First thought was Mick Foley, as soon as he said that.
Well, he said that one. So, there you
go. For example, American Badass Undertaker versus the Deadman Undertaker. You can name more than one, and here's who Alexander Rusev Contreras would have. 2014 Daniel Bryan versus the Earth Champion Daniel Bryan. That's a good one. DX Triple H versus the Authority Triple H.
That's a good one. Any Triple H versus any Triple H would be a good one.
Ugh.
That's true. Mankind versus Cactus Jack versus Dude Love versus Mick Foley.
Was it real quick, was it the game that we got when we interviewed that guy from was Brian Johnson from
The game with
2K
the guy,
Sports.
Yeah, for sure.
Brian
Williams, right?
I think it was. Yeah,
from 2K. Was it this version? Was that the game where they had you had to fight each version of them, and you had to beat all the different versions?
There was one that had it was based largely in had an Attitude Era mode. That had all
and one of them was you had to you had to fight all the faces of Foley.
I don't remember exactly what year that was. Though.
Yeah, that was really fun. That was a really fun one.
13 or 14.
That was one of my favorite ones, just because of that moment, because you get to fight them all, and you just beat Dude Love first, and then you have to go through fucking. It was really good. I like that.
Mm. And Alex also has Prince Devitt versus the Demon. Thanks for my email. Ring Rust. Okay.
I have the Swamp Bray Wyatt against the Fiend Bray Wyatt.
That's sad.
Yep.
Is that the only one you got?
Yep.
Okay, fuck. I got a few.
Yeah, I have a few too.
Okay, fuck.
I have Brood Edge versus Current Day Edge, or Radar Superstar. 2003 TNA AJ Styles versus WWE heel AJ Styles.
All right, Rick Rude with a mullet, Rick Rude without a mullet.
That'd be a good match.
That'd be a good match. Thugonomics John Cena versus the face John Cena.
Oh God, who would go over?
Yeah.
Non-finish.
The Rock from 2000 versus The Rock from 2003 when he was Hollywood Rock. ECW heel Rob Van Dam versus face Rob Van Dam from 2001. And 2000 Kurt Angle versus 2003 Kurt Angle.
Good stuff. I got all different ones though, actually.
Perfect.
1996 WWF champion Shawn Michaels against 2002 return Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, I was there for it.
Nice. Shield Roman against Tribal Chief Roman.
Nice.
Wet just thinking about it.
Hell yeah.
Shield Rollins against Messiah Rollins. Face paint Usos against current Usos.
And you didn't do. What about John Moxley versus Dean Ambrose?
Nah, I don't want it.
That'd be awesome.
Goddess Alexa versus Fiend Alexa. And maybe the one that I'd most want to see of all. Hugger Babyface Bailey against Heel Bailey.
Oh, that's a good one.
Dookie.
But not Dean Ambrose versus John Moxley, just to make that clear. I don't want to see.
No, it's okay. I just like when people get to see your bias exposed like that, because not only do you make yourself look like an asshole, people respect you less. And that's always good for me.
You got enough bias for all of us to go around.
I'm not sure what you're talking about. I'm as unbiased as they come.
Really?
Yeah. Paul Furnace, he was the AEW Tag Team Champion, wasn't he?
Doug Furnace?
All
right. Okay.
Let's go.
Tony Gurrick.
Are we done here?
We're done.
Okay.
Podcast.
All right, guys.
We're not even going to be here next week to celebrate.
Yeah, 10 years. So I'll say this to everybody. You're welcome.
We can't celebrate Juventude's return.
You're welcome for 10 years of
this.
this.
We'll talk about the following week.
We definitely will. He won't shut the fuck up.
That's the only thing I'm going to watch from this week's AEW, just to be clear.
Just to be clear, he's going to watch the whole episode because he's gifted.
Definitely won't. Just going to watch Hoovie.
No, you won't, because there's going to be so much history you'll have to watch.
Just Hoovie. Only Hoovie.
God bless America. We'll see you next week. Kind of.
That was a terrible ending.
Kind of.
My name is Curtis Axel. My name is Curtis Axel.
Ahem.
My name is
Excuse me.
My name is Curtis Axel.
Can I have the attention of the WWE Universe for 1 second?
My name is Curtis Axel.
Hi, kids. Do you like Curtis? Want to see Paul Heyman turn Michael McGillicuddy into a legend? Want to bury me exactly like Triple H did? Grow a beard and come out to perfect remix? Thought he was dead weight. Now they're saying he'll be great. Trying to make me believe that RVD was just late. Dr. MC said,
Curtis Axel, here's your big break. Sucked in NXT, your big chance, don't waste it.
Triple H and The Rock, everyone on your side, hoping for anyone but you when the music played. Fans pissed off saying they feel ripped off. Triple H smacked him so hard they say be back on Superstars. Cut a one-word promo, got knocked on my ass. Now his star's rising so fast. Perfect son. Axel, wait a minute. That's not Kurt Hawkins. He don't give a fuck. Paul's got him ready to take the world on.
My name is Curtis Axel. My name is Curtis Axel. My
The rich and powerful want us to think the economy is a line on a stock market ticker. That's wrong. The economy is powered by us. It's what we create, what we buy, what we need. President Biden has proposed bold public investments in jobs and families, but more is needed. We need housing, healthcare, caregiving, action on the climate crisis, and millions of good-paying jobs. This is our moment to finally unlock prosperity for all of us. For more information, go to prosperus.org. That's prosperus.org. Gym sessions and sweaty summer activities are back, which means more funky smells in your clothes, because sweat leaves behind bacteria that causes those hard-to-remove odors. Clorox fabric sanitizer products are ready to zap the stink out of fabrics in your home by getting rid of 99.9% of odor-causing bacteria. Eliminate odors in every load, or sanitize fabrics between washes with one of our fabric sanitizer products. Search fabric sanitizer at Clorox.com to learn more. When it counts, trust Clorox. Use as directed.